And we are live. Welcome everybody to another episode of You Know What? Let Me Just Say podcast. I am your host, Ray. With me as always, we have Material Life.
Hey y'all.
And coming back from the slums of I don't know where, but always glad to have her back. We have Crystal.
What it do?
How's everybody doing?
Good.
Okay. So
Good,
um,
good.
so I'm gonna go ahead and start this off light. So we're gonna start with how did you guys enjoy Logan Paul, Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson?
Oh Lord.
It was a night to be had. It was I literally when I was watching Mike get his brain wiggled. At this point, I just saw my granddaddy. I was like, oh Lord. Like I wanted to cry for him because I was like, I don't even understand it.
Mm.
Like I could not understand. $20 million is a big old check. Now I understand that part. I understand that part. But the delusion of him to 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 put himself out there for that, I couldn't understand it. That man, that man was trying to take the legacy of Muhammad Ali. I said, you cannot take that man legacy. The way Muhammad Ali ended, you cannot take his legacy. Don't do that to him. I was like, oh, this is bad. But I feel like it was all rigged. Like it just gave me back in the days. You remember WWE? How it was all well, it's still all rigged, but you know how back in the days, like when you thought it was all real, and then you learned that it was all fake. It just gave me that.
I see what you mean because there was times I was looking at the back, looking back at the fight, and I know he was looking old and disheveled. But believe me, there was times where I saw this during the fight, but I watched this more after the fight. There's been a couple times Mike Tyson could have ended that boy's life and decided not to.
I don't know.
No, trust me.
Like,
If you look at back at there was sometimes where Jake Paul had his guard down, and I was like, now obviously he's 58, so I'm not going to be like having so much, but there was times where like Jake Paul had his guard down. I was like, yo, old Mike would have attacked that. If you, there's a couple times with Jake Paul, like his noviceness, because it was the first two rounds, like Mike was handing him his ass a little bit, so you thought it was going to be somewhat
I wouldn't
competitive,
say
and
the
then
first. I wouldn't say the first two round. The first round.
no,
That's
I
it.
give it because a lot of people's card. You was actually there, so let's just
It
put
was
that
the
out
first
there.
round. When he went to go sit down after that first round, he reevaluated life.
Yeah, and then the Mike Tyson.
Because
um,
the way he was breathing so hard, it was like that man. He didn't go to like. Even though we watched the little Netflix series where leading up to the fight, and he was in the gym, he was practicing. But after that first round, he looked like he had walked up a bunch of steps, and it was kicking his tail. Like he was on the seventh floor of an apartment building, and it was taking him out. And I was like, oh man, this is it. And he still got about 6, 7 of them left to continue on. I said, he ain't got it. He tired already. At least we know Floyd. He gonna at least pretend to get in shape. Child, when Mike put them booty cheeks out and all you saw was still like a little beer gut, I was like, yeah, he ain't got it. He done. He tired.
I
All right. So I
right.
think the whole thing was a business deal. It had to be. Cause
Mhm.
it ain't no way like Mike Tyson is a businessman first. I've noticed that. Cause some of the people that he's fought through the years, I'm like, okay, this is just an addition. The movies he's been in, he's a good actor. I'll say that. So, the whole situation, he wanted to go out, but I don't think it's with a bang. I think it's with money. I don't think he had because remember when I don't know if y'all seen it when the little girl asks, "What legacy do you want to leave?" He was
Oh,
straight
I
up
saw
like,
that.
"It don't matter. We can be dead anyway. What's life?" That type of shit. So
I
I'm like,
saw that.
so
I said,
if he
"Ooh,
really
that
wanted
man
to go
gone.
out,
He done."
yeah, if he really gave a
Who?
fuck about his legacy, he would have never fought Jake Paul. Jake Paul is, I think, beneath him in that sense. But when it came to the money and being popular and media and stuff, I think he just did it for the money because he knew he would get the most with Jake Paul than any other person who's more of a professional. But I think it was a business deal. Even look at what he was wearing. You can't tell me no way
His
I've
ass
never
was
in
out.
my life seen him with his ass butt cheeks. Even in movies, I've never seen that shit. Even in Hangover.
Boy, he
The
got a
fuck?
Yeezy. He had a Yeezy jacket on.
So it was all a business proposal. I think that was a business move.
And
Good
I
for
was
him.
so mad, like, why didn't nobody walk him out to perform? It just didn't make sense. I'm like, you couldn't get 50 Cent on the line? Two old ass niggas, that would have been epic. That would have been epic. 50 Cent walking you out, 50 Cent old, you old, 50 Cent still in the game, you
Did
still in the
Mike Tyson?
game.
Who did Mike Tyson walk out when he fought Roy Jones Jr.? Did he? That was during the pandemic, though. I don't
Child, I don't know. But the bag wasn't big enough because he had to come back out.
know. I guess so. I don't know why I had my
And
hopes up.
I seen
I
the
think it's
interview
because
where
it's
Roy
Mike
Jones was
Tyson.
talking about he happy he's still alive. Like, boy, you had I think he also gaslight everybody thinking Mike still had it. I was like, oh, Mike might have it. And then when I seen that first round, he was coming in solid on that first round. I was like, oh, okay, he might have it. But when the moment he sat down and I seen his chest go all the way up to the sky and come back down, I said, no, he ain't got it.
That
And
man was
then the
looking. That
second
man was looking
round,
at Jesus.
Jake, I think he was sparing him. Cause at one point he was kind of nervous. He was like, "Oh, timeout." That first round had him a little nervous, so that second round he came ready. Mike wasn't. Mike got the bite in his glove. I said, "Oh, Jesus, take the wheel." The brain is wiggling. Oh, the brain's wiggling. I'm done. This is it. And Jake, I think when he saw him bite Jake was like, "Yeah, let me slow down. This man ain't got it." And then after that, he was just sparing him. I was like, but then I think at one point he just kept on hitting him in the head. I'm just like, Lord. Oh, they need to go take him to the hospital after this fight.
Oh man, I, I don't know. I hate it. I hated seeing that for him.
Yeah, me too. But I loved it. I loved the whole experience.
Yeah, I meant to ask you, what was like out there at Cowboy Stadium and
Oh my
all that?
God. It was big as hell. And people, when I say I couldn't understand why everybody was booing Jake Paul, because I was like, he just took Mike out of retirement. The man was a podcaster. He spent the last couple years as just a podcaster. He wasn't doing nothing much, just podcasting,
Well,
interviewing people. That's it. Like he took him out of retirement, put a little $20 million bag plus whatever Netflix is paying him. You know, he probably made over 100 million, over 200 million on the whole deal because Netflix is going run up a big bag for the ten series deal that they had plus the live session. So and then MVP paying him and Jake Paul, and he made 20 million just to fight Jake Paul. Well, just to lose. So
okay. Listen, I also want to say this or reiterate what Crystal said. One, I don't know whose idea was put that little girl right next to Mike Tyson because when I saw that, I said, "Oh no," because it's just like when he
her
started talking like that, I was like, "It's not gonna stop." I've
it's
heard him
her
talk like that
parents.
before. I
Her
heard talk like
parents take her to all those interviews to do like all the celebrity interviews. Like whenever they're somewhere, they try to like squeeze her and try to get her to do the interviews.
not with Mike Tyson. Not with Mike.
Mhm.
Only reason I was like that because I've heard Mike talk like that before. Like the whole thing about legends and all that other stuff, and like he was cursing in front of the child. I was like, oh damn, Mike don't give a fuck. And I was just like, y'all putting a little girl in front of that. You said she don't need to be hearing all this. That girl got a full life ahead of her. Trying to do it. Oh man, it two also I just shoot. I don't know. Some part of me held out that like I don't know why. Maybe it's the me watching Mike Tyson grow up and knock niggas out. I just wanted to see him knock him out. I don't even hate Jake Paul like. Oh yeah, is it Jake Paul? It's Jake Paul. Logan Paul's the other older brother. Yeah, I don't even hate
Mhm.
Jake Paul that much like everybody else hate him. But I will tell you this: that nigga, that Jake Paul is making major money just for being in the sport of boxing and all that
Mhm.
stuff. He's getting that money. So
He went
um,
from being a regular YouTuber to, I think, after watching the whole situation with his older brother Logan and Mayweather, to becoming a professional boxer and just playing around. All he do is play around on the boxing scene.
yep, and people buy it. So let me ask you this: if you are interested in seeing another Jake Paul fight, who would you like to see him fight?
Another old nigga.
So
Mayweather.
I'm gonna throw this out in the curve because this person has been talking a lot of
Hell no, not
trash.
Devontae. Hell no.
No. He want no. Jake Paul want Canelo Alvarez, but that's not even who I think he should box. I think he should box Clarissa Shields.
Hell no.
Yes.
Nope.
Why do you say that?
First of all, I don't think any like, no offense how big her mouth is, I just don't feel like men and females should be boxing against each other.
So
I
you
don't care
wouldn't want
how
to see
big
this.
her mouth is or whatever the case may be. I just feel like it's just not it's not sportsmanlike. It shouldn't be a thing. Like,
So,
which we already seen one of those rounds go down, and homegirl almost, she was almost out for the year.
oh, when she sparred with a dude and dude knocked her down.
No, there was a competition. They competed against each other. Like, there was a professional boxing match, a man versus a woman. I don't know if it was the Olympics, not the Olympics, because they wouldn't do something like that. But I can't remember what it was. But it was a professional one where a girl boxed against a guy, and that was not it. That's why
Oh,
the
that was
girl
like
be
a
like,
long. Oh, that was like a long time ago, right? But
it
she
was,
was a real. But she was nice.
yeah, it
Homegirl
was
was
some
Spanish
some,
straight, little old Spanish
yeah.
straight.
She was very manly, but I think she overstepped her manliness and thought she was really a man until she got in that ring with a real man and realized, hell no, we are not the same.
Yeah, but because only reason I say that is because, I have all the love for Clarissa Shields, I really do. But she either she wanted to fight Keith Thurman or motherfucking Jake Paul, and I was like, she's calling this out. You might as well let her have it. So, like, she's calling. It's not even like the people want to see it. I don't. I think she could probably, survive. I don't know, because
But it's not
even
about, it's not about surviving. She know Jake. Anybody who goes that Jake fights with, they come out with a big ass bag. Like, it's not even a question about if there's a bag anytime you fight them. They all trying to get to the bag.
true.
Either you gonna fight Mayweather to get to the bag, and Mayweather in the contract he ain't gonna lose. So it's not, him losing is not happening. It's in the contract. Um, you lose more to win against Mayweather than to lose against Mayweather. So, but her, I just feel like she just be she. There's no female out there that can give her the amount of money that um she knows like these big ticket numbers are giving her.
Not even Layla Ali, because she was asking for Layla.
That's like putting Mike Tyson. No offense to Layla, she's not as old as Mike, but it's about the same. It's like bringing. That's what I said. Like if it's supposed to be like a joke fight or whatever, like just how Jake and Mike was, then I understand later.
Mhm.
But no offense to her, she's not extremely in her 60s. But I feel like no offense, like it wouldn't be a fair fight. Homegirl been so far removed from the boxing like scene in the boxing ring. Like I yeah, no. First of all, her dad already went through it. We don't need her to be going through his legacy too. Like it's a no.
Oh shit, she's 46.
Yeah, Mike
Layla
was
Ali.
58.
Yeah, Michael's 58. Layla Ali is 46.
Yeah, and then I feel like
And
Carissa's probably like
she's 29.
30.
She's 29.
Um yeah, like Mike said, he thought he had that boxer gut. It ain't in him no more. He can't stomach these punches no more. He ain't got that dog in him no more. Like, and I understand Layla. She be like is hungry, but I don't think that fight would have been something people want to see, especially after how your dad went out. We don't even want to see that happen to you.
so so it is a hell no for you on the Clarissa Shields thing. So
No, Clarissa Shields against a man, it's a hell no. Um, but she talking enough smack. I feel like they could put her against two other people.
oh,
She got to fight two people at a time for the amount of mouth she got.
that's
She got to get jumped. Like the only optional option for her is for her to be jumped. Like she got to have two people in the ring with her for
So
how big her mouth is.
what you're asking is for a horror film at this point.
No, she got them hands. Like that's it's not even a question if she got them hands. She got them serious hands. But I don't. Her going against a guy that'd be like her fighting against four people. Like regardless of how we want to think Jake just be playing, he's still heavy.
oh yeah, he had to bulk up for that fight because he was he
Yeah,
was he was like 160. He was like 160 something when he fought
yeah,
Tyron
but he
Woodley.
still lift heavy, so his punches is still heavy. So her fighting against any guy, even if it was like Javon, any guy, regardless of what, it's gonna be a heavy hit.
No, she
And
ain't
I feel
seeing
like
no. She is not seeing no Tank. I would not put her in a ring with Tank. Nah, I don't even want to see her fight Keith Thurman. But Jake Paul, I was like, you know what? Because Jake Paul's one of those. Let's just like you want to. It's like giving her a kick and eat it too. It's like you say you can knock him out. All right,
yeah, but
here's Jake
he
Paul.
done knocked some people out too.
I know. I don't. He knocked some people out cold. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
so
last
that's
the
why I'm like,
dude. The he fought before Mike was a bare knuckle fighter champion or some shit like that.
hmm
So people thought that dude was a bum off the street. I was like, nah, that nigga is a bare knuckle fighting champion. That nigga got hands. It's just that Jake Paul got hands too. It's just
yeah. Well, you look at his hands; he look like he got hands. Like he look like he been practicing for real.
that and
Um,
people do forget that them Paul brothers are natural athletes. Cause I
yeah,
don't know if you've been watching wrestling, but Logan Paul, he's been putting on some bomb ass matches since he's been in the WWE. So they are good natural born athletes. So
yeah.
And look, it only took him to ban all Americans from Japan's forest. See?
But I'm not trying to see Clarissa like, a death match for her. But I feel like the way how deadly her mouth is and her action that come behind it, I don't think one female can really get to her. Like So anybody she fight, she always beating them because
She
they
got
just
anger
ain't.
issues.
No,
Is that what it is?
she's just a true black woman. Like that whole
Ain't
she
nothing
was
true about her. She need therapy. So
no,
I think she does need to get
she
her
got
ass
she still
beat.
got a nasty dog in her. That dog's still in there. Like it's barking hard. Like she done got at Layla too.
Mm.
But Layla's like, girl, I'm not about to play with this little girl. Because Layla's smart. That girl's still hungry. People like that you don't play with. They
Mm.
starving.
So you feed them, and
Mm-mm.
it can be
Bingo.
fed by
You
the
be
guy, right?
no.
The guy's
Like
gonna pay for the dinner. I'm sorry.
nah, God, the guy have the
Clarissa,
brain to be shaking.
she's fighting trying to get a man. She fighting.
She
She's single. She fighting trying to get a man.
mhm.
I'm done. This is horrible.
Father done into the chat. What's going on, Father?
On the doc, you left
I'm here,
everything.
but I'm not here. But hello.
Yeah, she. That's her next fight. Trying to find a man to get with.
No. Boy. I
I
don't even
said,
know if
whoever her boyfriend is gonna
she
be
got a
scared of
soft
her.
face. Like I can't even like her man better be on his P's and Q's because
All I know is that nigga better not cheat on her, or that be the worst decision he fucking making.
oh put it no, I don't think cheat on because I think she'll let him go. Like she wouldn't even play with him. But the moment he put his hands on her, thinking it'd be two niggas fighting in the house.
It'd be some furniture movement.
That's when he gonna have to question if she woman or not.
But did she request to fight a guy, or is it
Yeah.
just
She's been requested to fight Keith Thurman, who's like a middleweight, and she actually did call out Jake Paul too. But
okay? So her business people should let her,
Um.
because when you don't listen, you is feel. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
you writing
Some.
that check? She writing the check.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Let
but
her.
you know the crazy. So there was the one fight against. Hold on, we gotta Google search that one because it was a professional fight, a male versus a female.
I know what fight you're talking about. Is
But nobody want to fight her. Like they're willing to fight certain people. They just don't want to fight her.
Interesting.
The girl crazy. She flew all the way to some Russian, or I think it was a Russian country or something like that, to Russia or to. She flew somewhere out of the country to go fight somebody in their town just to go beat them up because
Oh
they didn't.
wow.
She
Now I
was
gotta
like,
look back.
"Well, you didn't want to come to me. I came to you." I'm like, "Girl, go sit your tail down." And then the
Mm-mm.
whole stadium booing her. She there with minimum security, like, cause she crazy like that. That's why I'm like, she need two females in the ring with her, and I still think she'll win that.
Mm.
Yo,
Like, I feel like she practiced getting jumped. Like,
wait, who y'all talking about?
we're talking about the Tyson Paul
oh no,
Paul
I was
fight.
talking about Clarissa, the boxer that want to fight a man that black boxer who be also
Oh, Clarissa
she be also
Shields.
talking
Shields. If
smack
she
about
don't sit
Layla
her
lately.
ass down, she don't sit her ass down.
Yeah, she said she wanted to fight Jake Paul or Keith Thurman. I was like,
Why
No.
she ain't say Javante? He crazy too.
because she know better. She probably, honestly, the way her attitude, and I'm not saying this is a bad way, but the way her ego is, she probably do feel like she could fight Tank. But I
No,
remember her specifically calling out Keith Thurman. So
no,
She
but they
literally got KO'd by her sparring partner. Like what?
I'm just telling you what I've seen. So That's why I said if we're going to make this happen, and because Dion asked this question is like, who do you think Jake Paul should fight next? And I said if he's going to go on this route, you might as well fight Clarissa Shields because she's been calling him out, and I feel like that would definitely sell. And then like you get all this white man, black woman type of fiascos. Like, can a woman beat a man? And
Listen,
No, we
here's the
already
thing.
proved that ain't happening in boxing. We already proved that. But then
We
they
oh,
gonna say he over here beating on females.
Does
I'm
the
he
first time
for
we
some
identify
spoke
as
reason
about
I
a
feel
Clarissa
like
female?
Shields, we fucking we went over this. There is no win-win in any man taking a chance on fighting her. If you if you fight her and lose, you just got your ass whooped by a woman. If you fight her and win, why you in that ring beating on a woman?
so.
It
It, so
There's
depends.
no.
Dia, it doesn't matter. She considered herself the greatest woman of all time, and it doesn't matter the fact that she's been calling out Keith Thurman and Jake
No,
Paul and
none
stuff.
of
So
that matters. None of that matters. Like I said,
so I mean, she's been personally saying I can knock them niggas out. So
no, no,
okay, okay, I'm just
no,
asking a
no
question.
smart man, because of the exact thing I just said, is going to take that fight. No smart person would take her up on her challenge.
Keith Thurman said he'd do it for charity. He said he'd do it for charity.
Ain't his career on a little bit of a spiral?
Whose is it? The way
I
shit's been
mean,
going around in 2024, who's not in the spiral?
Diddy's not. R. Kelly's
Oh,
been
His
coming
Diddy's in
wife
a
back.
black
is
hole.
in
Diddy is in a black hole. Young Thug just got out of his black hole.
Mm.
Young Thug should go
I
sit his ass straight in
I
fools.
knew Young Thug was on the getaway. I knew Young Thug wasn't going to face nothing after that stunt his one boy pulled. That was it.
Yeah, I said sorry before, but
You did you like the man really got in the stands and said everything he said to the cops was a lie. They don't know what are you supposed to do with that?
Well, he didn't say everything he said. He said whatever he had to say to get out of prison. But since y'all took him to prison, there's no reason for him to say all those things anymore.
I guess whatever. I mean, either way, the whole situation is stupid.
okay. All right. Before we start to ramble, is there any last words before we move on to our next topic?
You know what pissed me off about that fight? It was the two girls, the Sabaro versus the Kate
Serrano.
Taylor. Mhm.
Toronto and Taylor, I was about to say
All
they
that
did
pissed me
Toronto
off.
absolutely fucked up.
I don't know where they got that, and I'm glad Sabaro, whoever he is, I mean, went in on that damn ref, whatever they call them, because that white man, proved in fact that he was definitely on Kate's team. Because it just didn't make no sense for Kate to win that. All she did was headbutt, and the meat was hanging out. I was just like, Jesus, take the wheel. This is not for me.
I was actually working with that fight, but I heard that was the best fight of the night, and I was like,
It was. And it was the most, it was a blatant cheating. Like, how could she lose two times? Now I see why she questioned the first reason why she lost. And
The
then
ref
she still
even
lost
took
again.
it from a foot for headbutting her, and somehow she walked away with that W. Really?
Mm, I'm sorry. Man, the whole fight just blew my. I feel like I don't know. Boxing is so cheap that it don't. They cheat so loud that it's not even a secret that they be cheating.
oh, that's been the problem from like a couple years now. I mean, hell, decades. You're like, because everybody's like, yo, boxing feels rigged, and it seems like uh, it's not boxing isn't boxing anymore. So it's just like,
Hmm. Okay. Like at least WWE can get a little tubey-ish sometimes, but it
yeah.
Tubi is a wild ass
I
motherfucking
like Tubi.
description.
I like Tubi. Let us
Okay,
let us let us have our
and
Tubi. My boy Shinsuke just came back.
Okay,
My boy
WWE
Shinsuke
is
came back.
meant
Let
to
me
be
have my
rigged. It's called sports entertainment. It's meant to be rigged. WWE is meant to be like that. So yeah, that's a bit of a
the
fucked up comparison.
I
not
said that
rigged,
because I
the
know all three.
scripted.
Scripted. It's
The
I said
scripted.
scripted.
that because I know all three y'all like WWE, so that's why I said that. But it
I'm
was
not.
just to
I'm
be a
not.
joke.
I'm
It was
not.
to
I'm
be a
not.
joke.
I ain't gonna curse you out. I'm just gonna tell you determined. I'm just gonna. It's determined.
Yeah.
It's like
Either either
ain't
way,
nothing
that
fake about
comparison was
getting.
in poor taste.
I was about to say ain't nothing fake about getting thrown off a fucking sail.
Oh, it's not. But it just be like it don't be as hard, but the land be hard. It'd be like, oh, okay. It looks
that
so
man almost.
real.
That man almost died twice in that match. I just want you to know. That man almost died twice in that match and still walked out on his own. ain't, ain't nothing fake about that. And took some thumbtacks.
Oh yeah, they used to do that. Oh,
They still do that. But oh yeah, on to our next topic. And I'm glad that all of you are here, especially our lovely sisters, because uh I put in a little Instagram thread about a bunch of black women talking about they're done for the rest of this year and the next 4 years, and basically all they're gonna be doing is minding their own black ass business, and the world doesn't deserve its black women. So um, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's videos like these.
hmm. Well, we'll see that when they start mining it.
Hold on, B.
Hmm.
And multiple videos like that. I come to the panel. How do y'all feel about how about this? And also, it was them talk about the 4B movement. They was kind of mentioning black women in the 4B movement as well. So it's all mixed up in there. So I come to the panel. How do y'all feel about everything that's been conspiring on that?
I think the volume was off, unless it was just my stuff.
It was
Yeah, the
it
sound
was it was me too. I was confused
Oh
because I
shit!
didn't hear
Hold
nothing.
on. Hold on. Let me. Because I
I
thought
thought
I
you
put
were
the.
still
yeah,
searching for it.
No,
yeah,
I put the.
that was everybody. The sound was out.
Hold on. My volume's up. Uh,
Did you have the video muted somehow?
I don't know. Hold on. Let me see.
So,
Can y'all hear it
so
now?
here now, as a
Yeah,
collective
we can
Black
hear it.
women in our rest era, I decided to kind of like tell you guys what I'm going to be doing for
Okay. Let me just start from the beginning. Then.
Technical difficulties.
This is from a Black woman and my Black women only. Clock out for the rest of the year. I want us to be radical about our self care, about our rest. We've done what we needed to do. We always get the job done. We always wear the burdens on our backs. We're the fixers, we're the nurturers. But I really want you to take a step back, Be radical about your self-care and be unapologetic about your self-care because you deserve it. Rest well, queen.
Hey y'all, really quick, I am going to be doing a video about Black, like, hey, are standing with a lot of.
Being said, want Black women to keep the same energy that they have right now. I want Black women to keep the same energy that they have right now. I don't want us to switch back. I don't want us to go back into that lead the charge, lead the change attitude that we have. Keep the capes off. We're done. When people show you who they are, believe them. That's word to Maya Angelou. We believe you. We saw the percentages. You don't have to show us anymore. We see it. This is coming from someone that led marches in 2020. I'm not doing any more goddamn protests for anybody, unless it's one of my fellow sisters or the 80-something% of Black men that voted. Period. I don't care. Go cry tears to somebody that gives a damn. Because I don't. I'm not losing sleep over it. I just see you. So I'm going to treat you accordingly. Point blank, period. Black women rest era from here on out.
So since we are now, as a collective, Black women in our rest era, I decided to kind of like tell you guys what I'm going to be doing for the next 4 years. I will be getting fine as okay, I will be getting in the best shape of my life. I will be creating content consistently and building my social media strategy business. Yesterday, something in me shifted. I can't even put it to words. I'm going to try, but something in me shifted yesterday. Something in me shifted in a way where it was like, you know what? It is time for you to stop being in service to other people and focus on your mother self. It is time for you to start to put yourself first. It is time for you to start to prioritize yourself. It is time for you to stop playing with your potential. Like, something in me shifted. I can't even describe it. And as I scroll through TikTok, I realize I'm not the only one. And that makes me feel so
It really took Donald Trump.
And basically a lot of videos like that. So I come to the panel, since y'all did hear it this time. What are your thoughts on this? And then this is also confined with the 4B movement that's been going on as well. So yeah, how do y'all feel about what's been going on with that?
To that girl that keeps saying something in me shifted, you probably had gas, honey. But
Yes.
talk about something in me shifted. Something in me shifted right before I shit my damn pants too. But anyway,
Damn, y'all.
this isn't gonna mean much of nothing. All right, you shoot. That was my daughter. But yeah, I feel like this ain't going to mean that much of anything. Because if this is about all this about the results of the election or whatever, amongst other crazy stuff, women in particular have been doing or saying, you know, I don't see the point in being mad when like you know this shit is rigged. You know this system is against us in particular. So like, what's the point? If anything, honestly, that should be that should be the mentality of all of us as a collective for real. Just like not necessarily what she said, oh, clock off for the rest of the year, all of that crap, but just when it comes to politics. Wait, hold on for a second. All right. So before I was really interrupted, when it comes to these politicians, that's where I'm like, you know what? Black folk in general, just step away. Fuck them. They've shown too many times, on too many occasions, and in too many goddamn ways, they don't respect us. They showing too many goddamn times that they're just going to use us to fill whatever seats they need to fill, push whatever bullshit agenda they want to push, and then we're left in the dust after pretty much helping them win shit. So it needs to be straight up, just all of us at least when it comes to politics, just you know, yeah, we're through.
Anybody else want to chime in?
I'm gonna go last.
I I just feel like they be doing too much. They always doing too much at the very end of the day. Like, I don't know if they felt like they did a whole lot in the beginning of the point, and then now they feel like all that they did was for waste. But I think they failed to realize, like, y'all didn't do enough. Because somebody,
That was my next question too.
somebody, because all these interviews that Kamala had, y'all didn't do enough. Clearly, y'all wasn't paying attention, and now at the end of the day, y'all want to say y'all want to be, or y'all want to be
She
left
was
out the
never
fight.
meant to win.
Like, was y'all really in the fight, or y'all thought y'all was in the fight? Because I'm confused. How you want to be left out of something you was never in? And this is our rest era. We've been resting. I don't see not one of y'all went into politics. I didn't see not one of y'all was going into the to become, running for House of Representative, running for Senate. Y'all got a whole president with a felony. He said he felt like change need to happen. He gonna be it. So I'm like, I'm talking about, is your rest era? Oh, this year we're gonna take this whole year off, or the whole next year off. You didn't feel like the whole 2024 y'all was taking it off? Like, that's why I'm be so confused. It's like people be fake mad for a trend, which is confusing me. Or we not gonna sleep the 4B movement. We gonna sleep. We ain't sleeping around. God bless America. Like, it's a lot of y'all that slept around and had some kids that shouldn't have been here. But it's just like, okay, you mad, but why make this a black girl or black woman rest era? So y'all didn't feel like y'all needed a rest era a long time ago when black men was disrespecting y'all, when the white men was disrespecting y'all, when things wasn't going in y'all direction. Y'all didn't feel like y'all needed to wake up at one point in time, but now all of a sudden, Kamala, like she was y'all like savior or something. Like, let me mind my business. Like they said, this is the year of minding your business. Let me just mind my business, because I'm always confused with the dynamic. Like, this ain't the year to rest. This the year for you to get heavier in politics. This the year for you to find your way appointment with Trump to sign some bills in. This the year for your ass to be understanding how to get into Senate. Like, so you can prepare yourself for the next 4 years, so you can be in the election polls for next the coming up. Like, but it's always rest era, and then all of a sudden at the last second they want to wake up and stuff. But okay, let's continue resting, guys.
Father, you want to go ahead? Go. Because I know Crystal said she wanted to go last. That's it.
I'm sorry. I just got back home, but I was listening to everything. Can y'all hear me first and foremost?
Yeah,
Yes,
I
we
can hear you.
can.
Okay. Now, I've had a front row seat in this whole thing, as you know. And I just want to say, um, this is about perspective. You feel what I'm saying? The women that are saying that they're tired, I mean, not even tired, but like they're saying that self-care is the key and, put down the cape and shit like that is shit that black men and the black community have been saying for like how long now, Ray?
Ever.
Like,
Forever.
so it's like they're just now saying this and putting this on TikTok as we've seen, and we're over here is like, nigga, you could have been not only could you have not been done this, you've actually could have built the infrastructure that was required and focused your attention on building community standards that would that would like uplift the children in your community to take action against policies and against agendas like that. You know what I'm saying? The example starts with you first and foremost. Yeah, it's cool to go march and protest. Yeah, it's cool to, advocate for stuff. But at the same time, it's about intention about those actions. Are you putting yourself in that position because you want to benefit yourself? Like we saw with the Black Lives Matter organization with those three ladies that stole money and fucking bought mansions? Or are you going to be there and actually instill change and actually, provide the example that would inspire the next generation to follow, whatever agendas and policies you set place. It's supposed to be passed down. The reason why Trump got fucking elected and the reason why there's such a big temper tantrum about it is because they pulled a you on you. The Democrats did this very same shit in 2020, and now you mad because they pulled a you on you, and now you sitting there you mad. You sitting there talking about, oh, I'm not doing nothing, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. Like, bro, it's going to come to a time where you're going to understand putting your energy on Democrat or Republican is going to have you fighting battles that is going to make you look stupid in the end. And that's just what it is. You look stupid. But at the same time, with that being said, at the same time, there were so many black women. Not only were they focused on their communities, but I was in spaces with a few of them even just last week. Like, bro, these women, they're donating coats, they're donating, you know what I'm saying, food, and they're donating fresh water. They was donating water to like Mississippi and shit like that. Like, yo, like these are women that are active in empowering their communities, and I'm literally speaking to them. Like even the vice president for Cornell West administration when he ran for president in this election was on a space talking to the people, just listening to what the people had to say in regards to policy and what they like. You know what I'm saying? Like real, genuine, like feedback and conversations. And that's how politics is done, not these
Exactly.
fucking young ass youngins going on internet and taking all their information from CNN and all these little stupid fucking platforms, peddling misinformation. And now that the result is not what you wanted and what you fought for, and we done told you they not your friends. There's no black and brown. There's no rainbow. They all hate us. Then you looked at us like, no, no, no. Now all of a sudden we supposed to feel bad. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I wanted to say. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah.
Well, it makes a lot of sense.
So I'm gonna just keep this short and sweet. It shouldn't have to take Donald Trump getting back in the office for you to focus on yourself anyway. Which is why, like the whole thing about decentering men, when a lot of women said they're not going to put their whole focus on men, they're going to focus on yourself. And I feel like you're supposed to do that at a young age anyway, because that's when you're technically finding yourself, and you're supposed to make sure you're good for yourself for the man that's going to treat you right. And as far as the election goes, I was like, what did you expect? It was there's most of y'all, a lot of y'all didn't even trust Kamala. Y'all just didn't want Trump in. And then so I do, and I've said this plenty of times. I do not like backing a candidate just because I don't like another candidate. It's just I'm not with all that other bullshit. I just think that we should have someone that a lot of people could trust as a community, and we could say, "Oh, let's all get behind them," so we can all just say we can get the tangibles that we need that we've been asking for, so we can go about our fucking business. And like I don't, and stop caring what other people have to think. Like people talk about is reverse psychology or reverse racism for us to want our own shit. It's not, no, you have your own shit. I want mine. It's like you have your resources. I want mine. You motherfuckers got your hate crime bill. We want ours. So
Say it
this is just
again.
you have your hate crime bill. We want ours.
Period.
Still the fact that they took our whole fucking flow and then got the fucking bill. It just shows you something. So it's just like you should have been. To me, it's just like I think I said this in the chat. Part of me finds this funny, but part of me does understand. But at the same time, it's just like we should have been minding our black ass business. It shouldn't have to take someone you don't like, or and I understand like women, you don't want people to put laws on your bodies. I fully understand that, but even then, it shouldn't have to take someone threatening that to us get our shit together. We should already have our shit together before any of this happens. So now we're just, I feel like it's one of those, we wasn't prepared for this at all. We're just doing it now because we're like, um, let's just say procrastinate. We just like procrastinating the whole thing and then trying to get it done in like the last 5 minutes. It works for some people, but it don't work for everybody. And that's all I gotta say. Crystal is on you.
All right. So what I saw in the video was women trying to be what they think a woman is when it comes to wisdom and being educated about topics. So it took a white man winning office for y'all to pull together to talk about bullshit. The bullshit lies, right? In the fact that you're gonna go silent. I've never, even reading The Art of Fucking War, saw where you announce what the fuck you're gonna do, right? So the enemy knows your next fucking move. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. The last time I saw the BLM movement, Yahoo's was quiet as fuck. $450,000 or more down the fucking drain. And where is it in the communities of the black communities that everybody is so, for? So, okay, you don't go on media for anything that is of substance and positivity, but hatred brought y'all together. What's the difference between you and Hitler? Okay, am I going a little too far? Okay. So
I think
have
I think you went
we
there.
have the ideology of Martin Luther King at this point when we should be having the ideology of Malcolm X. If the problem lies within the USA, why the fuck are you bringing it to the US media, which is not run by you? That's number one. Number two, I keep bringing this up. I feel like a broken record here. How come we're not speaking and using media to find melanated children that are being sent for organ trafficking? Why don't we use the media for that? I feel like when it comes to, oh, we're going to be silent, we're taking a rest. Does that pertain to Shamika that's laying up under the bed with Darnell getting food stamps and a whole bunch of fucking kids that basically can't even pass their fucking grades? Does that relate to them?
Mm.
Should they continue to fucking rest? Because at the end of the day, the last time I read The Art of War, it's basically to negotiate things that will benefit you. So if we're not talking about bills that can benefit us in 2025, we're all fucked. But judging from how these women think that media is going to solve all their fucking problems, like this is an OnlyFans page, I have a little to no hope for anyone with this ideology. I am of the Malcolm X ideology, not the Martin Luther King, where you keep bringing the problem to the same person that caused the problem in the fucking first place. We need to stop this fucking problem. And it starts with getting your community together, knowing what the goals are, and strategizing and making sure each community in each state has a go to place, a safe haven. We don't have that. What we have is things that we bring together through hatred for another person who happens to be a
Exactly.
certain non-melanated skin complexion. As far as I'm concerned, and I'm not even going to talk about Camilla. We're not going to go there. So I'm for anybody that's for the black community, truly for the black community, and is not trying to be a celebrity over fucking night. It's not happening. We need to stop this shit. The only thing that BLM has even brought, and I know we're not talking about it, but the reason why I'm like, fuck this shit is because the only thing BLM brought to the communities was for police officers to wear body cams, and it works some of the time. It doesn't work when we need it the most. So yeah, scratch all of that. Scratch all of that. So yeah, that's my tidbit. This is a human rights issue, and we're bringing it to the wrong platform. But I can't even say we, because I would never see myself being on media talking about, oh, they're not letting me do this and they're not letting me do that, and these invisible people. Can we have names attached to the fucking problems? Say the names. What is your issue? You're talking about, oh, we're gonna rise, and what are you talking? What burden are you carrying? I heard the word burden. Can we be more fucking specific? Is it because you don't know how to budget, invest? Like, what is the issue? Is it because you keep sleeping with Darnell that's taking all your money and driving your like what? Where are we
That
going
damn
with this shit?
Darnell.
Darnell caught a stray.
Listen,
He probably ain't got no kids in the world.
I'm sorry, but it's just angering to see
Hey,
someone.
she could have said Ray Ray. She could have said Ray Ray.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the baby kids, I could have went there. I could have went there, but change really starts. I know it sounds cheesy as fuck, but change really starts with us, and it does not start with announcing to the world what we're gonna do, because where has that gotten us? That's gotten us so far, and
And
that's
it
all I'm
doesn't start
fucking
at a
saying.
march either. I'm so tired of marches.
Oh
At
yeah,
this
that's a
point,
Martin
if
Luther
you want
King
to join a
ideology.
walking club, just say that.
You know
Say
what?
you want to be
But
in a
I'm
part of a
not.
walking club.
I am glad you brought that shit up, because you see, it's a reason we don't learn about Malcolm X in the school system. We learn about Martin Luther King. Every time he was going to do a march, he announced it and then wondered why half of his people that was marching with him was getting the shit kicked out of them. Yet, when you had Malcolm X, right, he had everybody in military form. A black man having a military form of men of his complexion, that is dangerous. That is dangerous. And in
No,
order to even get a little bit of information out of Malcolm X, they had to have these TV uh, debates and stuff with him to even find out just a little bit of information. He was very silent when he moved. So I think when they say, "Oh, we're gonna go silent," do it in a way that really sparks change. Don't what we're seeing is a fucking tantrum. Little girls trapped in grown women's body, and I need to put that on a fucking shirt, because that's what I'm seeing. That's all I have to say.
Crystal, I'm convinced you bound to get us caught up with the FBI. I'm 100% convinced we all gonna need bail money with you. I was like, oh, I know for a fact we on a watch list. This whole podcast. Anytime Crystal get on the podcast, I know Crystal
I love it.
and
I love it.
Between her, Fada, and although he hasn't been here for a few episodes, D Wolf.
yeah. Oh, I was like,
Mhm.
Crystal. I know for a fact that FBI be whenever they click, they voice be automatically on click. Because the way she said, I said, Lord, they're gonna think we about to go out here or do it right
It's
somewhere. Not even
it's a
we ain't
CIA
marching.
agent
Like
listening
Crystal
right now
said, she
saying,
on that
"Oh, these niggas
Malcolm
about
X
to start
shit.
some shit."
Oh Lord.
Crystal said she on
See,
that
here,
Malcolm
see,
X.
the thing is,
Ain't nothing Martin Luther King about her.
like we the real red pill. You know, like in the Matrix, we the real red pill. That fucking term was co-opted. It was co-opted by butthurt niggas that can't talk to women because their wee is small. So
Mm.
it's like, bruh, we the real wet red pill. We see the shit. We see the US. We see the UK. We see Europe and the EU and NATO and all these little motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like we're like our consciousness, we're thinking globally here. That's why when Crystal speaks, everything she says, I automatically just know because we're tapped in. We're in the same frequency. We actually see what isn't being seen. We hear what isn't being talked about, what isn't being really fucking talked about.
I know
God
for a
damn,
fact they got your passports all linked up. All y'all passport. They just because Crystal said you don't do it here. So they like, oh, when she take a flight out? oh, we got to pay attention where she go because they setting up for something. All of a sudden, it's about 300 people coming in from different locations, and they gonna meet up, and you gonna just be shocked.
So you think they're gonna look into my orphanage? Did I say too much?
Crystal, first,
That's funny.
Crystal, I need to start saving bail money for you now.
That's
I
funny.
need to create a Crystal bail money fund because Crystal said y'all out here being Martin Luther King. Y'all need to stop.
Mm, nah, we
He
need to
said.
start. We need
He said, if y'all ain't got Black Panther energy, Malcolm X energy, don't I don't want to hear nothing from y'all for the rest of the whole century.
correct.
I got you, Crystal girl. I'll start the GoFundMe in preparation.
Oh man.
And Jitsi said we can't, bro. Jitsi was like, we can't have Fada and Crystal on the damn podcast again. It's too much.
No.
I'm tired.
At least D Wolf not, because if D Wolf was here, he was really about to get into some things. Because
He's
you know
probably
D Wolf, he would have had the origin of exactly where and what this started at, where the era was at, and what changes, and man, he would have
I
went
know
took us
he
to a
did
black
learn that
hole
much.
deep in there. And I know for a fact my phone would have been tapped. But I do not approve any tap that's going on my phone right here. This is not it.
Okay. Any last words before we move on to our next topic?
I want to mention the 4B movement real quick.
Go
And
ahead.
like, so me personally, like, in my opinion, I motherfucking 100% fully agree with it in the South Korean perspective and context because I've been researching about that movement from them exclusively. I don't really care about, Western women adopting it because, quite frankly, and I said this before, I don't think they about that life. You feel what I'm saying? So but the South Koreans, they about that shit. They got the lowest motherfucking birth rate in the world. That's motherfucking, they about that shit. Just
Oh
like,
no, this crazy one's actually cutting their hair and all that. My whole thing is the fact of, again, I know about how it started over in South Korea as well. They're doing it for the wrong reasons. You're doing this because you're mad about an election. They're doing what they're doing because they're really going through some shit.
I don't even understand why they mad about the election. It's confusing me. Like, did they not see the same thing we all saw?
They're mad. They're mad about Trump winning. That's it. That's it. That's literally all it is.
But was
so,
they
I mean,
not?
but like, what it really is, like the biggest thing about, them being mad about Trump winning the election, the number one reason is abortion. They just want abortion back. That's like the big topic when it comes to that particular group. But what we're saying is, yo, like, you can fight for that and you can advocate for that, but stop, putting yourself out there and monkeying what you see in order to do it. Now, I think Crystal said it, you said it to a certain degree, and Ray said it. Like, stop monkeying around.
Mhm.
If they really wanted Kamala in there, they would have. But white women voted him in. The
First of all,
Hispanic
Kamala had
men
no
voted
hope.
him in.
I don't
I
care
said,
what anybody want to pretend. She had no hope. That girl lost the moment she forgot she couldn't figure out
Thank you.
exactly what she wanted
Thank
to
you.
be.
Like, I don't think you
Thank you,
understand.
Candy.
Black women literally broke the bank for Kamala Harris. You saw that
I
little
did it.
fun
I
campaign
didn't
they
break not a single cent for
I
her.
mean, I mean, of course, you know what I'm saying, but like that, they were the ones in the Democratic Party and the liberal platforms. They was the ones really rallying and advocating for that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, Ray, you was right there. We was like, we're gonna sit here and just watch
yeah.
because I know what's about to fucking happen if you do this. Because we warned you about doing this, but you put the cape on again, and we're like, all right, we'll see what happens. And now this is what
Oh my
happened. And we
god.
knew this was gonna happen.
It's because they've been delusional. Like we all see how delusional some black girls been this year round. They just been delusional, and they still delusional. If they cared enough, they would have went and took their ass in front of Kamala and told her she need to pick a side. Girl, you're black or Indian. Because when the Indian lady was saying you was Indian, you didn't say nope, you're not 100% Indian. You just said, oh, you look like a lot, half of my side of the family. Huh? When the black people said you wasn't black, you wasn't sitting there saying I am black. So when people just started calling you person of color or whatever they was calling you, you
Me,
didn't pick not one side.
me.
You let the media play with you all year round, and then
I started
all
calling
y'all
her
mad.
Kamala Downey Jr. like I said earlier.
Kamala Downey Jr.
And that's what I'm like. And then to see these girls sit here, I'm proud for the 4B movement. I'm mad that it took Trump to get them to get their life right. Because I'm like, y'all, the Bible been around for centuries, decades, and that didn't even stop them to get together. So I'm just like, wow, it took a white man to like get y'all to start acting like women. Oh my gosh. I know God's crying right now because it's like, man, what was I done
I
did
heard
all this
something.
work for
I
them.
saw a comment in one video talking about this shit, saying we've been telling black women shut the fuck up for decades.
Exactly. And it's not like they've been that's what I'm saying. This is so delusional. The 4B movement, all that, like it's delusion. And
Shit,
then
I
and
don't.
then the
I
girls talking
don't.
about it's they rest era. Y'all been resting for so long. When are y'all gonna wake up? Like, when have y'all woken up? Like, y'all been on rest since Obama. Like, I'm confused.
Shit, they're confused.
You know what I'm confused about? I'm confused on how they wanted to vote a black woman, right? The ones that were for Kamala Harris. They wanted to vote her in, but they were okay with this woman using celebrities that represent black women in the way that we do not want to be represented.
Talk
That's
to
what
her.
Crystal,
blows
say
my
that
fucking mind.
again.
Talk to
To
her.
say
And
that
that's
How
the
one more
part.
black is
time.
she?
And that's the part that had me like they don't respect us.
Talk to her. Talk
Didn't
to
she
her,
get
Crystal.
what sexy, whatever that girl? I'm not even gonna say it on this
Glorilla,
podcast. I'm not gonna say their
Megan
names.
the Stallion with the crop top.
You,
Right. I'm trying to figure the
all
fuck
right, you
out.
really like think about it. They use disease written as sexy red, and yeah, she has been passing out STDs. Look it up.
So
Fucking
who was you?
as a mascot for us. Think about
So
that.
I'm just trying to figure it out because the last time I saw statistics when it came to women that are educated, we did not represent that look is what I'm saying. The ones that were voting, they were trying to get a certain group to vote, a certain status of women to vote, and that was not geared towards women that actually don't like our butt cheeks out jiggling every 5 minutes, unless it's in the bedroom.
Hmm?
Just keeping it real. Just,
Hey,
you know. So they were
hey, yo,
sleeping
Crystal.
then. They were silent then. So what's changing now? All right, I'll
Crystal,
get off.
I'm dead.
Hey,
Not unless it's in
yo,
the
Crystal.
bedroom.
You just made me think of
Hey,
something.
I mean, it's times and places for shit. She's absolutely the fuck right.
You just made me think of something, right?
Mhm.
Kamala's AKA is a bougie ass sorority. Why would you bring
Bingo.
out a bunch of ratchet ass bitch women and you in a bougie ass sorority? Like you could have brought out all the black women that's doing well for themselves. You could have brought out educators,
Hmm.
lawyers, doctors, or someone in black sororities that went to Howard.
At the
Bingo.
very least, someone ladylike. The fuck?
Bingo. I
And
rest
yeah,
my case.
and I love Megan, I love Gorilla. It's just no, that was just no. But you could have brought out a whole slew of different women that's
Child.
not in the entertainment business to show
There's a
like
black woman right now that owns a bank. Like in the AKs, I think it's the AKs or the Deltas that just opened up their own banks. That's for the AKs. So I'm just like, she could have brought out anybody, any educate. Like she could have brought out somebody that understood. Like she could have brought out anybody. People been screaming, "Girl, the economy is trash." She didn't bring not one single person to like speak on the economy. Like let me not, because then I'm gonna sound like I just hate that poor lady, which I don't.
No,
no.
it doesn't sound like it. It sounds like you want to be represented properly, like they do in Japan. In Japan, if you go to some stores, they won't even fucking let you in. You know why? Because you don't speak their language, right?
Also,
Mhm.
So it's
also,
called
and
pride, not
also, and
racism.
oh my bad. Go ahead. Oh wait, go ahead, Crystal. Go ahead.
No, I'm done.
Oh, I was also going to say damn, that fuck. Now I lost.
Well,
I'm so
she was
sorry.
talking about Japan and being represented, and we was talking about finance, economy. It was this election just. Well, I hope
Oh yeah,
whoever's
thank you,
running it. Hmm.
thank you. It was also yeah, because a lot of people's biggest gripe was you didn't really know much of Kamala. It's like um you didn't know who she was personally or like what her likes and dislikes. You just know that she was a person of color and she was Indian. Like I feel like if you would have just followed the Obama plan and Obama, like you knew who Obama was. Like Obama had charm. Obama, like he could talk you out the draws. Um you could at least been doing that, but or could have been charming. Like you didn't do that. You see Trump going to people's like streams and podcasts. You
Yeah, that
didn't really
man
want
went
to do
to
that.
he went to fast food restaurants. Trump went wherever. Child, he probably went to the damn waste management sector to go
On
hang out
top
with
of
trash dumpsters.
on
I
top
wouldn't put
of
him past
being
him.
almost assassinated twice.
Mm, yeah, which I'm still questioning if that assassination was real. Like I don't even understand it. You had nobody by you. Like how do you manage still to miss? Like it just don't make no sense. Like why would you even take yourself up there knowing you don't know how to shoot? That just don't make sense. So I'm like, people just be wasting people time. In 2024, it was definitely the year of truth, and truth was said.
Yeah.
But people still delusional. It was still also a year of delusion, and to see these girls making this grand post is just blowing my mind. I'm confused. Ray, I swear, I tell you, Ray, every time I get on the podcast or something, I always be hearing something wild. I'm like, where does be coming from?
Also, just to take what you said, yeah, she need to fire her peoples because where the fuck was her peoples at?
Yeah, where was these black girls at? The one that made these long, this whatever era they just called it, rest era. Where was they at when Kamala
Resting.
was saying the economy looked great? Where was they at?
They were resting.
Where, when Kamala was sitting down, where was what's his name? Charlemagne the guy when Kamala was sitting down with him. Why didn't he say something? Because all of a sudden now he's talking about everybody want the economy. You were sitting down with her, but several times over. You had her personal line.
Where was Meek Mill at? He could have told her, get up.
He was such
Exactly.
a ditty.
Meek Mill could have helped her with reparations or whatever the hell reform, whatever prison reform, whatever.
Nah, also, why the fuck was Will I Am making a song after the whole Dick Riding Obama shit? Yeah.
It's because they wanted to get like that Obama had that. I think that Obama had a song. Like the Jeezy, was it
Yeah, I
Jeezy
know.
with a
It was
song?
no Will I Am did a song for Obama too, which is
Yeah,
why it
but
was
his
funny.
didn't pop like I think it was somebody. One of them black rappers did a. Not saying
Jeezy
Will
had
I Am ain't a black
Jeezy had my
man.
president is black and my Lambo's blue, and that was played everywhere.
Yeah, but that was like during Obama's era, like when Obama got elected.
Yeah.
So Plies even tried to do that. They thought Kamala was gonna be it. But I'm clearly Plies and Will I Am was delusional too. Because I watched the whole run several times over and I was like
Get up.
I was just like, wow. So I'm trying to figure out where was all these people at? Because now all of a sudden y'all get on TikTok and want to do this rest era. Y'all been sleep. So at what point did y'all feel like y'all need to wake up? Because and what point did they think they woke up and now they need to go back to rest? Because y'all like I don't think y'all ever woke up. Because if you woke up, you would your first thing would be for you to be announcing that you'll be running in 2028.
Ain't nobody gonna vote for.
That should be your plan. Is tell them in 2028 you're gonna be running. So you're preparing now.
Yeah, in the words
But
of
y'all sitting there talking about some. Oh, we gonna take a whole year off. Y'all been off.
in the words of David
DEI
Ruffin.
about to shut down. So what y'all about to do?
In the words of David Ruffin, ain't nobody come to see you always.
Like people just be making they be doing stupid stuff. Like go to sleep. Like no offense. Like y'all getting on my nerve with all this.
Just doing the same, a lot of nothing as usual. What's to be, you know?
Like it reminds me of Meek Mill when he said like Jay-Z called him and was like, "Oh, don't go meet up with Trump for the reform or whatever the case may be. We gonna set something up." And then Kanye was like, "Boy, miss me with that. I'm going. My wife want to get some people out of prison. I'm going to go meet with Trump." Like, bruh, what? Talking about you about to take girl? Y'all better be in somebody's front yard. The same way the HBCUs was going to go meet Trump to go get some money for them schools, y'all better be in somebody's yard. Setting up your politician era.
You know what's funny? This might awaken a whole new bunch of black politicians. Like, you know
I'm,
what?
I,
Fuck
I, I would love to see it. I hope they educated because they better not be on the run talking about they running because they want to be because they black. Boy, the moment I hear your slogan say you want to win because you black, I'm definitely not voting for you. I don't want to hear nothing from you no more.
it. I want to win because I'm black. That's
I
funny.
heard one. It was like here. There was one guy talking about some. He want to be the first black something or. And then I said, man, I can't even listen to you, sir. I'm
You
not even
know
trying to
what?
be funny. I don't want to listen to you
Did
because
they
I
think
don't even
that
know
we
what type of
forgot?
black you are.
Did they think that we forgot that there were black slave owners? So what the fuck you being melanin, sir, got to do with anything? Nada.
They
Try
just think we
again.
so stupid. That's
Try
what
again.
I feel like people really think just black people just ignorant. Like we just dumb. Like we can't even help ourselves to be stupid.
Well, how do you think the Democrats won the large portion of black voters? What do you think they do? They make us out to look weak. How else are they going to act like they're helping us? Did I say too much? The fuck?
For $5 a day, you too could save a Negro. That's uh,
You see,
uh,
I don't even, we need to get off this topic because I'm gonna get mad all
I
over.
was just gonna. I was just gonna say. I was just gonna
This
say
topic
any
right
last
here
words.
gets you real hot and angry. It just piss you off because I'm just like, man, black people they're gonna wake up one day, and I don't know when, but they're gonna wake up one day.
Real,
It starts
real
with the
hot girl
church.
shit.
It starts with the church. It really does.
All right. On to our next one, and this is a do you care? Uh, do y'all care that little Dirk is basically being arrested for murder?
No.
Oh, the murder
Nah.
for hire?
Oh yeah, murder for hire. The nigga slid. He slid for Vaughn. The nigga slid for Vaughn.
Well, I don't think he slid though.
He didn't slid. He hired somebody to slide for Vaughn,
No,
and
it's some gang members slid for Vaughn people because for the longest people said that Dirk is stingy. When you listen to all the old podcasts, Vaughn used to ask Dirk to borrow some money to go, feed up Vaughn's crew. And Dirk was like, hell no, I know them people. So Dirk always been stingy. So I don't think Dirk would have. if you slide for Von, you gonna slide for Von yourself. Like his Von's gang slid for Von. Not I wouldn't consider Dirk slide for Von. I just don't feel like he has it in him to slide for Von. Like they barely knew each other. Like let's be real. Like they met each other because of music. Like let's be honest. Like let's stop pretending like Dirk really like that. Like Vaughn was considered to be Vaughn. Like Dirk wasn't like that.
Well, got him locked up, so
Child, they shuffling and trying to figure out life. They the same thing did with what's his name? Young Thug. Wasted 2 years for nothing. Just wasting time. To turn around and say you have nothing on Young Thug. Like that was just a waste of my time.
all this okay. So this is all I'm gonna say. Like I my biggest one of my biggest pet peeves is watching niggas that come from the struggle, get out the struggle, but still want to do nigga shit in the struggle. Like I swear to God, that is my biggest pet peeve. You are out the hood for a reason. Why the fuck do you still want to do hood nigga shit?
Mm-hmm.
Just get the fuck out. That's nothing irritates me more as a black man because it's just like as a black man you want to root for another brother. It's like good, you got up out there, you got about the bullshit. Why the fuck do you still want to fucking do gang shit?
Hey,
I never understood that. You see 50 get out, you see 50 don't do gang shit. You see Jay-Z get out, he don't do gang shit. T.I., he don't do gang shit. You still hang around gang members. Boozy, he be 1 foot in, 1 foot out, but he know that he ain't trying to go back to jail. But so you would think that most of these people, it shouldn't have to take motherfucker Wallow talking to you to tell you to not fucking hang around with some of these niggas. You should already know. You're in a better place. You basically the head honcho, and you're supporting other people. You need to keep your nose clean and some shit like that. So that's all I got to say about that shit. I swear that's my biggest pet peeve. I hate watching black men just like throw it all away off of some hood nigga shit. So on to our next. Do y'all care about that this YouTuber Johnny Tsunami? It's Johnny Somali. Is it Johnny? Is Johnny Somali, right?
Johnny Somali.
Yeah. That man, he might get at least 10 years in Korea for fucking with people. So do y'all care about that?
For what?
All right, so this Johnny Somali story, and I'm giving a short version of it.
Hold on,
Goes
I
like
got
this.
you. Hold on, I got you, Dio. Hold on.
Oh, you still got the video I showed you?
I don't know if it was that video, but I have a video. But here, basically, this dude is Johnny. This dude is Johnny Somali, and basically, long story short, what Dion was in, the nigga be in Japan, and he be he's in Seoul, Korea right now. Just be fucking with the civilians out there, and he's been getting beat up for it. So this is just
It
him
got
getting
so bad
attention.
that the Korean government actually had to get involved and like stop his bullshit.
Yeah.
Wait, where's the picture of him? I kind of missed it. I don't know.
Look at your screen. I have the video up on the screen right now.
Hold on. Let me reset.
All right, hold on. Let me make sure. Oh, my
Let me
bad.
get the
I'm
feedback.
sorry. My bad. I'm sorry. It's on me.
Never mind. I lied. I still can't see it.
No. It's on me. I forgot to prop it up. I'm sorry. Y'all see it now?
Is that a black man?
He's Somalian. So
No, he's not.
I hate doing that. It's like, no, is he black? No, he's Jamaican. It's like I gotta stop doing that. But he is Somalian, you know. But this is basically him, and he's a black is Korean.
What do you got? Oh, yo. Somali, say something. Somali, say. Hey.
American life streamer who has caused an uproar in South Korea smiles without a care in the world. A local YouTuber has tracked down Somali and in the middle of the street assaults him with his fist.
Yo. Hey.
Somali sustained facial bruising. The YouTuber who attacked the American was arrested on the spot by police officers who had been called to the scene in advance.
대한민국에서 앞으로 저렇게 소말리 같은 애들 진짜 처리할 거니까 앞으로 대한민국에서 좀 알려주세요, 소말리. 야, 굿나잇 소말리. 굿나잇. 굿나잇.
Somali is escorted by police officers and gets into a patrol car.
Somali, say something. Somali, say. Say.
In his latest live broadcast, Somali, instead of apologizing for all the commotion he caused, actually upped the ante and intensified his mockery and belittling of Korea.
Japan #1. Okay, Korea number 50, maybe, you know, China #1. America, Korea, Israel, Korea, y'all niggas ain't got nothing going on. Y'all niggas is weak as hell. Y'all Korean niggas weak as hell.
The YouTuber who danced lyrically before Sonyeosang and kissed the statue's lip asked, "Am I going to be killed just because I danced with a metal statue?" and then showed another statue that he may target. Such actions have infuriated many Koreans because the statue symbolizes all women, including girls, who were forced into sexual slavery by the Japanese military during World War II.
That's my next target. Where the can I find this one?
Related to his antics, charges have been filed against the American for assault and narcotics use. Somali, however, refuted all accusations leveled against him and said he is cooperating with South Korean police in regards to the assault and narcotics charges.
Police protection. You cannot touch me. This is a United States military base. I am American. America built this country.
Law enforcement authorities, meanwhile, stress that rumors about Somali getting police protection are not true. Somali, who may have been trying to get out of Korea so he can cause mischief somewhere else, will not be able to leave for some time, being as he will have to respond to allegations of criminal activities.
All right, is there anything I missed, DR?
Nope.
This is funny.
That's basically it. And he's been getting his ass whipped. That's not the first time he got his ass whipped. He's getting his ass whipped throughout all of Korea for doing shit like this because he's been going over there. He was disrespecting people there. He was disrespecting people in Japan. And he basically he said it himself. He's doing it for the clout. He calls himself a sociopath. So, what are your thoughts?
I was looking at that big ass military backpack he got on the back of his back. I'm like, bruh.
It seems like we have another Jake Paul on our hands.
No, it's more Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh shit.
It's giving more Tekashi 6ix9ine. The trolling, like, this is definitely up Tekashi's alley on doing too much.
Wouldn't be shocked if them niggas know each other, huh?
They look like they could be family.
I wish he would take American military out of his mouth, because that's disrespectful on so many levels. To think that Americans would protect your dumbass just going around slapping people in the face and starting. So they need to ship him back over here. And I don't know how many years they gave him. Did they give him 10 years or is he still on trial to get a certain amount of years for the fuckery?
No, he
Uh,
did what he did in Korea. He disrespected their country. He disrespected their history. The Koreans need to keep him and do whatever the hell they see fit with it.
Well, he didn't get he's getting hit because supposedly they claim he's selling drugs or something. Uh, they're just upset the fact that he was out there dancing with the statues, which are pictures of like. But they can't really do nothing about the statue situation. But they're saying he is selling drugs, and he's saying that's not the case.
Well, the fact that they would want to pin that on him without, I don't know what evidence they have. I know the trials, or I don't know if they even have trials, but the fact that they
No,
want
they do.
to, the fact that
They
they want to
like,
pin a stereotypical thing when it comes to a melanated man or woman, I'm not shocked. That's why I was like, maybe they need to do the trial here in America and then send him back, because then I feel like it'll be a semi fair trial, but that's just a lot of supposed woulda, coulda, shouldas in the air. So I don't know. But the fact that they already want to pin that on him is the reason why he would probably get 10 years if they tried to say he was selling drugs in their
mhm.
country.
But because well, they wanna get him somehow how in prison. Because at the end of the day, it's still upsetting them and they homeboys that he was out there playing with a statue. It,
Well, to be fair, I'm gonna play the devil's advocate. What he's done is some things that they do in New York and all these other places they've done worse. Okay, but I will say this: if they're going to get him for dancing with the statues, then we as Americans need to get them for stealing a lot of dance moves and songs from the R&B and making money off of that. So when we can do an even trade, then I'll give a fuck. But until then, we're not going to play they're dancing with the statues. Well, the statue's not making money, honey. He's not making money from dancing with the fucking statue. I understand it's disrespectful, but let's calm our tits a bit and understand that when it comes to them doing something and him doing something, and I could pull out a lot of stuff that we could easily say it's disrespectful when they did it too.
Mhm.
But what do I know?
Exactly. I'm like, y'all not about to miss me with this. Like, I understand y'all feeling some type of way, but let's be honest. Like, child, y'all lucky he ain't threw no damn piss on that damn statue. Like,
That's what I'm saying. In New York, they would have been pissed on it. Said, they
yeah,
just doing
like all he
ridiculous
did was
shit.
dance. Like he put that Diddy baby oil
They were
in
so
front,
disrespectful. Okay, well, can we talk about the R&B music that y'all
and
motherfuckers
I
stole
low key, I
and the
think the reason.
choreography?
And by the way, they're getting at him for other stuff he was doing besides the statue thing too.
Hmm.
Yeah, him
Well, they
hitting
they
people
can't
is
get him for the statue,
disrespectful.
so they're pinning other stuff on him that they can, you know, for
Stick
him
with
being
that.
like. But let's be honest, like they Korean act like okay, he didn't have a shirt on. Nigga,
Okay.
nigga look drunk already. So him dancing with that Diddy baby oil was not it. Um, I'm just like, and I feel like he low key was in the military. Like
Well, he
it's
got kicked
given
out
prior
somehow because how
service.
he didn't get in trouble yet.
Like, and for him to like,
There's
oh,
nothing
there's
military about him. He's just a jackass.
no,
Yeah, see?
there's a lot military about him. Like,
oh no, yeah, we know. There's a lot of people. They stupid.
like
Like they had to shut
Oh
no,
Japan down
gosh.
because people kept fucking. What was it? They had to shut Japan down because a couple of Americans kept doing stuff to the Japanese women.
The Marines kept
Yeah,
Yeah.
on. No, not you, Dion. I know you. That's your brothers and all.
yeah.
But
I
The
never even been to Japan.
yeah, the Marines that were stationed out. That's why they had to stop the Marines from going out there or being stationed out there because they kept on raping the Japanese women. when they would get drunk.
Doing dumb shit. I'm like, God damn.
So first they like cease all alcohol drinking and stuff like that, and then whenever they bring it back, they'll start raping them girls again. So then they was like, yeah, we got to get these Marines out of here. It's just not working out.
Hmm.
So they end up having to shut down the Marines compartment that was in Japan.
Damn.
And I mean, they pushed them all over the place. It was a mess.
Oh.
Any
And
last words
no
before we
offense to
say?
Marines, y'all wild.
Yeah,
Y'all some wild niggas.
went to deployment. I went to deployment. We went to deployment. A couple of them. A couple were trying to get in a fight with a couple people in France.
I don't know why I think
A
that's
lot of
funny.
them mentally ain't right. They brains just ain't right. I was like, ooh,
Well, you
y'all
got to think
different.
about it this way, and it's
Like they
really
don't
messed up.
think about it. They on action on go at any point
Yeah,
in
they
time.
trained
I'm
to
like,
go.
yeah, it's not it. Like I don't see niggas as drills jumping in trash cans. That's not it. I could never.
Yeah, them dudes. They trained to go. They
Yeah,
know.
I'm like, yeah, that's not it. You couldn't pay me enough to be jumping in a trash can for drill. Oh yeah, it's like whoever in that trash can, he want to be in there. He got it. Let's just shoot the whole trash can. Let's just do that. But now y'all gonna go in there. Y'all different.
My man thought he was Solid Snake. Uh, any last word before we move on to our next topic?
Clout is definitely a dangerous drug, man.
It's a hell of a drug.
It
Play
is,
stupid game, win stupid prizes.
Clout
at
seems to
this
be the
point,
same today.
I don't know if it's stupid prizes. I feel like they must be winning these
No, they're
straight
getting these. It's all about attention. Motherfuckers getting what they want.
yeah. At one point people was killing themselves for attention. They was doing suicide missions just so they can get posted on social media. They was going
The
live to
wrong,
go kill themselves at one point.
somebody gonna do one of these shock value prank things to the wrong person, and yeah, and not be around to tell the story.
But
Oh,
then well they was committing suicide and not being around to tell the story.
he ain't the only one. There's people that's just like, um, and this is like the Spanish
Mhm.
TikTokers or some shit like that. They be saying fuck the whole Mexican cartels and some shit like that while they be in their city and like let's just say the cartels, whatever cartels is, they be owning the city. They be like yo fuck them and all that other stuff
Really?
just because someone
Mm.
say yo say fuck them, and then next thing you know the
Wow.
cartel be showing up and kidnapping them, and then
Oh, it
some of them
wasn't.
you don't see ever.
Then y'all just said they not at. I swear it was. I don't know where I seen this at. They were saying that they had done apologize to America and the cartels and stuff. They not as
I
bad as
think
they
it was
used to be.
because I think it was because one of the cartels branched off from what was supposed to happen and they caused a lot of chaos and that was not the person that runs the cartel's ruling. So
Mm,
they was showing, hey, we have some decency about us. We have rules to this game. So whatever our men did, we're sorry, but that's as far as they went, you
mm,
know, because and I think even the people that did it, they got killed or something by
mm.
their boss. That was such it was interesting that they even apologized. So yeah.
Yeah, that's different.
But I don't know why people would even take that chance to fuck with the cartel in any way, shape, or form. It's not a game.
Because they
Mhm.
stupid. Because they stupid.
People are
Uh
dumb as
huh.
fuck.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they just that's to me. That's just the beginning and the end of it. They're dumb as fuck. It's just because
Because people want to be so famous. Oh my gosh, they want to be
yeah, there's
so
famous
famous.
and then there's stupidity. I don't know. There's famous and there's like stupidity. It's like why would you
First, hmm.
like? I know. I think you know what it is. 50 Cent said it best. You don't think I have time enough to fuck with you. And then when I do fuck with you, be like, yo, why you fucking with me? It's like, nah, you asked for this.
My whole thing is, why would you fuck with a group of people that actually have a system on how to kill people in so many different ways at so many different levels, and just because sometimes they kill them just for fun. So why would you even go there? So that was like a suicide mission. That's like somebody running in front of the cops and saying, "Shoot me." Okay. But the cartel is not just going to shoot you. That's the easy way out. They're going to torture your ass and be like, "Okay, well, we'll put you out of your misery." And that's the kindest thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
People crazy. I ain't
to go
fucking
to
with them.
somebody else's land and act up. Bro, you could have did that at your house. Like, why would you go out of the country to do that?
Like I said, they stupid.
Muy
There ain't no
stupido.
fucking way.
Muy stupido.
Yeah, ain't no way. Your dumb ass want to go and tell you, say, fuck the Mexicans. See, this how you know. Also, this how you know they not black, because black people, you don't get down like that.
No.
I be talking black people. We the only one that's like, I don't want that juju on me. It's just.
Mm-hmm. Well, we also mind our. Never mind.
We mind our black ass business.
Never mind.
Trying not to say it. He was trying not to say it.
Because you know there's a whole era right now, so clearly we wasn't minding our business. So never mind.
They're starting to mind ours. A lot of us.
I know I mind my business. There's one thing I'm gonna do is mind my goddamn business. Cause when people start minding my business, that's a problem.
Yep. I still, at my job, I still find like old white people just be staring at me, and I just realized they just don't stare at their phones much, so they just look out at people, but they just be staring at you. As half of the times I'll be like, "Yo, what the fuck are you looking at?"
Mm-hmm.
The sunshine.
Go read a newspaper or some shit like that. It just be. And I don't know what it is about old white people. They stare at you disrespectfully, and I don't think they know they do it. Like
I had that happen to me in the gym. That was fun.
Oh Lord!
No, girl, he wasn't just staring at you, girl. You know what he was looking at.
Yeah,
he was in the gym.
It wasn't even a he. It was an old lady.
Ooh, she wasn't that cat.
No.
Materialize, behave yourself.
The way her face looked, though, it was like she was offended. And I'm just like, this is a gym. What the fuck you think I'm doing here for?
No,
I'm not here to stare at you.
Child, Chrissy, you know why she was offended? She was trying to figure out why you ain't on her face.
Oh my
No,
God.
she said
yo.
they let niggas in the gym. She said they let niggas in the gym now? What was this?
No, child. She was ready to do some neck exercise.
Oh no, she was offended. She was totally offended, and she was with another old lady. They both was offended in the sauna room, and I'm just like listening, bopping to my music. Mm-hmm.
Was you twerking?
No. Do I look like Kamala Harris's minions? No, I'm not. I wasn't twerking.
You said bop it, girl. You know black people, we don't even have to do too much.
Mm-mm.
Just
we
one
be silent
leg
and get in
movement.
trouble.
we pick up one leg, the whole thing say, ooh.
God bless black women. That's all I'm gonna say. God bless black women. Any last words before we move on to our final topic?
No.
Well, there we go. All right. This final topic be quick. I wanted the Grammys are kind of like coming up soon, and I just wanted to look at some of these Grammy nominations because I heard Beyonce was like breaking records for like having the most Grammy nods. She had like 12 or some shit like that.
Again,
you know they love themselves with Beyonce. So,
but
look, also, kids. Let's see, record of the year. Oh yeah, Beyonce. Now and then the Beatles. Why is the Beatles getting nominated? What the fuck? Texas Hold'em with Beyonce. You got Espresso, 360 with Charlie XCS. I heard that album was good. I don't know. Billie Eilish, Kendrick, like Not Like Us. If Kendrick wins a Grammy, I would be fucking happy. I don't care what it would. But if he wins a Grammy, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
If he was a Grammy for a diss track,
That's gonna be fire. Also, shout out to Andre 3000. He got Album of the Year Grammy nominated for playing a flute. Oh shit! But Beyonce is also nominated for that, and like I said, she got nominated for a bunch of these people. Song of the Year, I think Not Like Us is also on them. You got Texas Hold'em, and then Billie Eilish is like the Birds of a Feather thing. Best New Artist, Sabrina Carpenter. I think that she might win this. I don't know who she is, but I see her name. Shabuzi, the black dude that do Texas country music, he got nominated. And Dochi, she's been around, but I guess she's due to some people. So mm. So I was actually surprised that Tyler wasn't really nominated for a Grammy because his album was really good, but I think it just came at a later year. But yeah, so y'all thinking? What do you got? How can I say this? Because I think this is gonna be short. Um, how many Grammys do you think Beyonce is gonna win out of there? She's been nominated for 12. How do you think she gonna win?
12.
You think she gonna
I give
sweep?
her out of 12. I'm gonna give her 8. I'll give her 8 of 12.
Out of 12, I'm gonna give her 11. Cause we all know they're gonna make sure she don't get album of the year.
You think she's gonna get album of the year
She haven't gotten it yet.
over Andre 3000 over the flute? Let me stop.
Who else is on there?
Okay, Andre 3000, New Blue Sun, Cowboy Carter, Beyonce, Short and Sweet, Sabrina Carpenter. Everybody's been talking about her album. I don't listen to her, but everybody's been talking about it. Charlie XCX with Brad. The G's Volume 4, Jacob Collier, Hit Me Hard and Soft, Billie Eilish, Chappelle Rowan, The Rise of a Midwest Princess. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Oh, Taylor Swift, Tortured Poets Department. So
It's between Sabrina Carpenter and Taylor Swift.
that's what I was thinking.
But Taylor Swift might not get it because she said she was Team Kamala, so I don't know. It might make a they might be childish and not give it to her just because of that.
Best progressive R&B album. What the fuck? I mean, shout out to Childish Gambino though. Oh, Wild Lord. Okay, Anderson. I hope Anderson Paak wins this one. Best progressive R&B album. I don't even know what's the difference between progressive and regular. Chris Brown got nominated for a Grammy. I didn't even know he did have an album out. Oh, so there's a lot of these. Uh, Best melodic rap performance. We got Kalani with their boy Jordan Atatunji feature, and you got Beyonce again with Spaghetti. We Still Don't Trust You with Future and Metro Boomin, Big Mama, and then 3 with Rhapsody and Erica Badu. Then we also got Best Rap Song. We got Asteroids. That's Rhapsody. Carnival with Kanye West. Like That with Kendrick Lamar, and Not Like Us, and Yeah, Glow. Glorilla got nominated for a Grammy. Look at that. Look at that. That's it. Here's another one. Best Rap Album. J. Cole, Mike Delete Later, The Oratorium Volume 1 with Common and Peak Rock, Alligators Bites Never Heal, Doechii, Death of Slim Shady with Eminem, and We Don't Trust You with Future Metro. So who y'all think is going to take that one?
I kind of want Eminem to win that one, but actually, I'll torn between M and J. Cole for this one, pretty much because they're the only two albums on this list I've actually listened to.
So as someone that's listened to all these albums, this was okay. This is not his best work. This was okay. This is really good. This is really good. She's actually rapping. The Doechii, because she's a female rapper, she's actually rapping on there. Death of Slim Shady, I thought it was okay, but I can see him winning it. But that was like a story based album, and
Mhm.
I don't know about We Don't Trust You. I'm not sure. But I thought Tyler was, like I said, I thought Tyler was gonna get nominated because his shit dropped, and I thought that was like album of the year. So there we go. Country, Field 5 Country and American Roots Music, 16 characters, Beyonce. So yeah, she got a couple of country nods.
I actually hope Jelly Roll wins that one.
I think Jelly Roll has had a good year. Also, Post Malone. Look at my favorite culture vulture going to other culture vultures. But I want Shabu. I hope Shabuzi wins one, especially Tipsy, because that was a real good song. I like that
Oh, that
music.
was him.
Yeah. Best country album: Beyonce, Post Malone, and other white people. So, so I don't know if this is. I don't know about the other judges, but I guess if she wins that one, this might be the year. But I still wouldn't call that album a country album.
It's not.
It's like saying Big Mama's House is a basketball movie just because she had that one singer them playing basketball. That's how I feel about that. Beyonce. It was a nice album though, but I guess Beyonce do whatever the fuck she wants. So that's okay. Any last words before we move on to our final topic? Final thoughts. Excuse me.
Hello.
Yep, there we go. All right. Let's get on to our final thoughts, and we're gonna start with you, Material Life.
Final thought is I don't know. Wake up. That's all I got. I ain't got nothing. I'm ready for 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027. I'm ready for God. That's it. I'm just ready for God. Whatever time He ready to come, I'm ready.
All right, Dion is on you.
Not today.
Is it? All right. Crystal is on you.
The only thing I want to say is I'm gonna go in the line of Material Life. But I want these hoes to stay sleeping because they ain't never gonna wake up. So yeah, I'll get a couple of blankets and keep laying it on these hoes because it's ridiculous at this point.
I missed you, girl. I really did.
I miss y'all too.
It feels so good having her back, right?
Oh man, I've been smiling. I've been smiling this whole podcast. It's good.
No, I
One
miss
thing
y'all.
for two things for certain, Crystal definitely gonna get us all locked up. But
At least
Oh,
we'll be together.
you haven't known her as long as I have. Don't. You're seeing the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, Dion, we ain't supposed to be talking about certain things on this podcast because then they're really gonna fuck my ass up.
Me and this girl go back to fucking what's it, first grade?
Yeah, first grade.
So again, let's just say this is tip of the iceberg, okay?
I've calmed down a lot.
Would you like me to explain why that's bullshit?
You know what? We're doing this. This was my final thought. I don't even know where you came from. Let's talk about that. Let's
I
talk
can hear
about.
all this time.
All
What do you
right.
mean?
Okay. Just because I got the whole second grade and third grade to go against the guys, you still gonna hold that against me? Do not. I'm a little Malcolm X.
What
Don't play.
grade was you in to get the whole second and third grade? Please tell me
First
you
of
was in
all,
the
they
third
started
grade.
it. They started the material. They started it,
And
so I had to get them back.
no, wait. And if we're thinking of the same thing, this actually started over one person. If this is if this is the story I'm thinking of, this started over one person.
Mm.
It started as a meeting between you and another person, and basically we were trying to. It wasn't even it wasn't even that deep. It was to the point where we was just trying to keep you away from the motherfucker because you was damn near trying to kill him.
But he started it. He started it. So we're not going to talk about my anger issues.
Oh,
Moving on.
okay, but
So I think, Krista, you can run for politics. You got it.
Please, I would be another Kim, another North Korean, just the nicer version. I'll be giving
there's
everybody money.
no
To be honest,
so
at this
so
point,
you be
I'm
Cuba.
convinced. Well, let me
So
not
you
say
be
nothing.
Cuba.
Mm.
Nah, I think Kim got it.
That's the version of what North Korea is. So it sounds like Cuba. To which I went on vacation. Cuba
Mm.
seems like a nice destination. That's a pretty island right there.
Nah, because Cuba let some people in.
He did.
No,
I mean, they
Uh,
did.
yeah,
again, that speaks to what she just said, being a nicer version of
no,
Korea. So yeah, you sound a lot
I
like
would say
Cuba.
Russia. That'd be the nicer version. It would definitely
Oh
Russia.
nah, not fucking with Russia. Not fucking with Russia. Nope.
Story time. Let me stop. I'm only kidding. But yeah, I did miss y'all. All joking aside, I did miss y'all and miss my time here. So yeah, that's my final thoughts.
Father is on you. We're doing final thoughts. You have any final thoughts?
Hold on, I'm cooking here. I'm trying to search the hard drives if I have any final thoughts. Oh, I don't know. I got one. I don't know if y'all saw, but Myron Gaines called a black woman the hard R.
Woo!
Oh wait,
And
what?
yeah, like yeah, there's footage. They got like footage of there was like an altercation because they be having podcasts and shit. And there was an altercation, and as he was cussing out the girl as she was leaving, he's calling her the hard R.
That
So
man really likes to sabotage his own fucking self.
nigga, bro, I don't know
And
what
this
it
is who again
is.
that said this? Just so
Myron Gaines,
To do
or
for
whatever
fresh
the
and
fuck his
fit.
name
If
is.
you don't know
yeah,
the
yeah.
fresh
I
and
was
fit,
about to say that's my refresher fit, right? I
yeah.
never knew
Yeah.
his last name.
I don't know, man. These niggas. Only the Lord knows at this point. But all I know is they don't represent masculinity to me, and they never will. But um, I don't know. It's just interesting, like seeing how people react to things and seeing how people be talking to other people. You can really see like we're kind of devolving. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know what you call it, but like we're kind of devolving. We're it's like they say that we're privileged to be in this time, but is there really privilege in watching people fucking crash the fuck out because they legitimately don't understand how a society is supposed to work? Like a society is not supposed to be individualistic. That's stupid. That's counterproductive. That means that there's going to be actually less resources for others. But hey, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, there you go. See, this is why I missed you, Crystal. God damn it. You always know.
To sum
It's
it
like we
up,
share the
the key
same brain
part,
cell. But
to sum it up, the key word in society is social. So
social.
yeah,
You know, going to the arcade, going to the mall, going to the motherfucking movies,
As the kids
shit
say
like
these days,
that.
go touch the fucking grass.
Touch grass. You feeling what I'm
Touch some
saying?
ass. Fuck touching grass. Touch some.
So
Some of y'all just need to
like
get laid. Touch some
C-
ass.
consensually. Consensually touch some ass.
Consensually. Consensually.
yeah, and bro, I feel like they
That's
are
funny, Crystal.
profiting off of this. You know what I'm saying? That's why there's so much AI apps, and you recently heard the story of the kid that committed suicide because of an AI chatbot that he was in love with. Like, you know, it's getting real out here because people legitimately don't consider the human aspect of shit. You feeling what I'm saying? Like niggas think they could just do shit and there'll be no consequence, and they won't consider that there's some people in this world that are going to crash out over this technology. There's going to be some people that are not going to be able to, you know, resist their primal desires when it comes to certain shit. So, you know, just see like seeing that video and seeing like a lot of the shit that that we even talking about, like the Johnny Somali guy, and you know, bro, it's so much shit to huff through. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I found the answer already in my personal case. Like I went back to the African way. You know what I'm saying? I went back to my roots because that's the only thing that kept us alive to this point. The respect for nature, understanding that Earth is not like Earth does not belong to us. We belong to the Earth because the Earth sustained us. It's the Earth that gave us the fucking trees that we can breathe oxygen and shit like that. So like once you put things into real perspective, like shit, like you can look at social media and not be affected. You can look at the fucking news and not be affected and shit like that. But it's just like seeing these people crash out because they don't have that access to, you know, that spirit, that soul within them is very interesting. And I'm just glad that we're in a time now where we can vocalize this shit. You know what I'm saying? We can actually say it with our chest without it sounding like mumbo jumbo. Because I remember I was a little kid feeling like this. And I don't know if it was the same way for you too, Crystal, but like I just knew something was off about
Yep.
this existence.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like something is off, and I don't know the right word to fucking explain what I'm feeling, but I'm
It's
just
so
glad that, you know, now I'm,
So yeah. Hmm.
Hey,
hey,
I
but,
don't even hear her say anything. That's crazy.
hey,
He
but, you
said,
know,
"I
shit,
knew something was off." That's all it needed.
I
like,
done,
just,
yeah, if I'd have talking about getting in tune with nature, I'd have packed me a little something that's gonna help me do just that.
oh, Lord.
he gonna smoke the
Anyway,
devil's lettuce.
Yeah.
anyway, I mean, yeah, like, bro, just return.
Some people-
I guess that's my final thoughts. I'm returning back to nature, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm a West African man. I'm returning back to my roots. And
Wait,
that's always
who?
been the foundation. That's always been the answer. Instead of crashing out because somebody said something on the internet, nigga, I will turn the phone off. How about that? I can't be cyberbullied. I'll just turn the phone off. You can't insult me. I can't read. Remember? I'm an
Father,
American.
Father, explain this returning back to nature. What does that mean? You got to live in the woods?
No, no. Good Lord, material. Not literally. Like return to
Are we about to
nature
have
as
another
in
conversation about the fucking bear?
no,
Yo,
going back to the root. And shout out to the Bears, by the way. Shout out to Bears. Bears are pretty cool. But
I'm so confused. I
nah,
was
it's
like,
just
wait.
returning back. Nah, it's like just returning back to the old ways. You know what I'm saying? Not the old ways in the sense of like the super conservative shit, but like the simple shit, like how to make your bed every morning just to show cleanliness. You know what I'm saying? Like concepts like community, family. You know what I'm saying? Like just the simple shit in life. Like
Mhm.
imagine life back in like the imagine life in Africa that was never colonized, that you can walk literally to another territory and be good because there's a similar language between you two. Not the same, but similar. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Imagine going to a market. This person has fish. This person has berries. This person has cloth. This person is selling nuts. And everybody has the ability to pay for it because they barter. And because they're not looking to scam each other, but they're looking to empower each other because empowering you means empowering me too. That was our fucking always,
Shit.
bro. That's the type of
Crystal,
life that we was fucking living. And those societies were like those societies gave birth to the richest man in recorded motherfucking history.
oh
See,
my God.
that's back when people used to trade different goods for shit, not for different
What
stuff, not
did you
necessarily
do?
money.
Oh, just playing with him.
You know what I'm saying? I'll give you a couple of pounds of the sugar cane for a couple hundred bags of that rice. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
I
And
think
you know
Father
what?
talk about going back and D Wolf end up popping up. Oh Lord.
Oh well, I don't think Jesse's trying to let him in.
I was about to say, did he actually pop out?
Yeah, he's trying to get in.
I spoke him up. Oh shit!
That's what I
God,
thought I
It's
said.
I seen him.
the app won't let him. The app won't let him connect.
This was not
Oh
right.
man.
It looks like it's booting him back out every time he tries to join the chat.
I think Jissy already know what type of energy he about to bring in. Jissy was like, yeah,
It, it,
we
it,
almost close to the finish line. We not doing this.
it, oh,
I
Jesse said,
can't
"Oh no."
believe this.
Jesse saw him and said, "Oh no, not this motherfucker."
Yo, tell D Wolf he got to kick the door down. He got to kick the door.
Just because Jissy almost already
Lean with your
she was
shoulder.
trying to stop father from going in because like Crystal had already said she about to bring this Malcolm X energy, and then father talking about going back to the old ways. So Jesse's like, yeah, we gonna. I don't know. It might be the FBI. To be honest,
I'm telling you, it's a CIA agent listening to us every time we get on this motherfucker and wondering what the fuck we about to
and
do.
then with D was coming on, they like, oh hell no, they gonna do a revolution going on. This
Yeah,
is the
Mhm.
meeting of the minds happening right
D
here.
Wolf, if you're hearing this, it's not my fault.
They like
No,
they
but
trying to have a
material like
meeting of the
it
minds.
goes. No,
This
but
is
like
where
it
it starts off
goes.
at. This is how Black Panther was initiated. This is how it started. Right here.
But
But
like
people
it
actually
goes into
talking and
that
sharing
quote.
ideas.
It goes into that quote that the revolution will not be televised, and what that means is you're not going to you're not always going to physically see a revolution. The revolution of the self is the most important because you have been socialized, you have been programmed to motherfucking depend on shit that's outside of you, and if you have that dependence, then they can put you into poverty. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I stopped poverty shaming. That's why I stopped making fun of people for being broke because nigga, like I don't think y'all motherfuckers understand how traumatic that shit is. You know what I'm
I
saying? So like
understand how
I'm
traumatic it is.
yeah, like bro, like and I hate that shit to the core to my core because like bro, there was a time where people like would just look at their neighbors starving to death and they can't do shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's
So like I
really
don't
not
play with
letting
that shit at
up.
all. You know what
I
I'm
didn't know
saying?
there was a thing where people was making shame of people being broke.
You hear it all the time in music shit.
Yeah, Lotto got a song called
Because,
Broken.
yeah, but a lot of borderline broke her damn self. Like we came to the realization these celebrities ain't as rich as they pretending to be.
Oh,
Um,
Boozy exposed that. He said the back end gone, dog. The back end gone. I
so
love Boozy.
Shit.
Damn. Oh
but when
man.
father said I stopped broke shaming people. I never even knew people were broke shaming people. 'Cause
Oh yeah,
this
people broke
one,
shit all the time.
It's a constant thing. Yada did it to that 50-50 nigga when we was watching him. That's why he
no,
was acting emotional.
I
that
smell
50,
broke
no.
nigga.
You see, we about to reset the damn because you see this is the why we talking about. We bring controversial topics at the end of the day. Like
It's only controversial because it's the truth. Shit.
Yeah.
the 50-50 nigga, it's a whole topic on itself. Because no, it wasn't. It's because he was just delusional. It wasn't that we was. It's like, bruh, be honest with yourself. Like, if you honest with yourself, you know for a fact, homegirl tired. And I didn't agree with whatever that man name is, Yada, whatever.
Anton Daniels or Yada.
No, Yada. I didn't remember the 50-50 conversation where he had this one guy who goes 50-50 and his
Oh yeah, they
with his
both was
wife
wearing
and
red.
girlfriend, and then Yada was like,
Oh,
I
Kawhi
didn't.
Leonard.
Yeah,
Kawhi Leonard.
I'm like, you got to be honest with yourself. Homegirl tired. You know she tired. She looked tired probably. But sometimes you don't want to be honest. Like I didn't agree with everything Yada says because let's be honest. Like we in an era of pandering. But it's just like, bro, you got to be honest. Like sometimes your girl be tired. You talking about you doing 50-50 and she cooking, cleaning, and doing all that by herself. I know you lying. She tired.
Bruh.
Like he said, she does it all. She cooks, clean, take care of the household, and then they still go 50-50. And then you tell me she not exhausted? That's a lie. Because you don't help out cooking and cleaning. He said that. She does it all.
Shoot. Yeah. But this before. Oh look, I think that's D Wolf.
Nigga had to
Did you
pull
do?
out the burner of burners. You see that plus sign?
Oh God.
Hook about crook. Say something, D
I don't know.
Wolf.
The app ain't working. Can y'all hear me?
We can
Now
hear
we
Kind
you.
of
can.
faint. Kind of faint.
This is a motherfucking episode of The
Yeah, I just thought I'd
Matrix.
stop by, say hi. I know I couldn't make it last week because I was working, but my day was cut short today, so I thought I'd stop by, say hi.
Hey man, first off, how you been? It's good to have you.
Likewise, I've been good, hustling.
Yeah, we done jumped in a lot of rabbit holes since you've been gone. So that's
How's that been going for y'all, yo?
there's a couple. I've had a couple times where it's like, damn, I wish D Wolf was here. I was like, especially, I've seen some of your posts about your whole take on the whole Trump and Kamala thing. So,
Oh yeah,
yeah. So,
I like low key want to hear your take, but I feel like we about to be out in. Like I low key want to hear, but I'm like, thank God
you
it's
don't have to
Saturday.
hear from me. It's all in my Instagram. So like, a lot of information's there, so I don't really need to say much. I let you want to hear my like personal opinion. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, how much did you gather from it? From what I shared, so I can know what to say.
How about the one that you don't like, Kamala? That's the one.
That's not even natural.
Yeah, I know that's a natural thing, but I think I seen your video of Candace Owens actually going back into Kamala's grandmother, finding her death certificate, and to finding out that that's not her grandmother or something like that.
He went in, and I was like, I knew this stuff a long time ago, but it took her actually, because I guess she's like, she's more mainstream, so more eyes on it. Because everything she said, I was like, yeah, I've been posting that for years. But there's some things I was like, yo, I had no fucking idea because she has a line with one of the family members. So again, a lot more than I do. But a lot of what she said, I've been posting it since when she tried to run in 2020 and she got destroyed. I've been like, yo, you don't want her to win. You don't want this. But yeah.
Yeah, and then also like some of the Diddy stuff. I was like, I really want to just take up some of the Diddy stuff that was going.
Yeah, I've been trying to keep track on that, yo. It's like non-stop information on that one, Like I don't even know where to start. That's the same.
Diddy's
All I
doing
say is
good
like
though. He's running the prison. He's running the prison.
Yo, right? I heard something that he's already been being accused of witness tampering and some more shit.
I heard he was
Like
trying to
from
make it a
jail.
man in the prison.
But
I
Diddy
heard he was
amongst
trying
his
to make it a man in
kind.
the prison.
Yeah, Diddy's amongst his kind. Now he got some real workers.
Yeah,
See,
somebody's gonna walk to Brooklyn for some cheesecake in that.
yeah, but if they're gonna
I
do
like
more
that,
than
Daddy.
that.
I like that, Daddy.
Diddy probably a whole pimping now. He probably got about 7 dudes on the payroll. And I'm not talking for as killers, but I'm talking about as booty meat. Let me stop.
And he probably took it like a champ going in to say, yo, y'all can't do nothing to me. I'm used to this.
Yeah, this is his home. Diddy was looking for them real killers. Them rappers he had back in the days, they wasn't killers enough. He need the people he in there with right now. These are his people.
Don't forget he had the lot sign the bad boy at one point.
Diddy ran Bad Boy like a prison. This is home at this point.
Yeah, until Jadakiss had to throw a damn refrigerator at him.
Yeah, but clearly Diddy's still doing better than Jadakiss, so that didn't work out that well.
No, Jadakiss doing well. I don't know what you consider well, but Jadakiss is doing good for himself.
Yeah, he's doing okay.
I wouldn't consider okay. I think he's doing well.
He ain't in prison nowhere.
Is it Diddy
Shit,
money?
he
No,
still
but I
drop
think
music from time to time. Shit, Kiss is
Yeah,
doing
but
excellent.
Diddy probably eating off of Jadakiss old stuff. Well,
no.
they say Diddy had his mother. She was out here collecting the check for a bunch of these old rapper stuff. So I don't know.
Nah, if most of the stuff Jada was doing while he was there, even though I think they put out an album, most of the stuff he was just writing for Diddy. So if anything, like I'm pretty sure he got some stuff on Puff's album, but most of the stuff like Jada was doing was writing for Diddy, or most of the time on Bad Boy, because
But Diddy
Diddy don't
don't
run
pay
the
them.
show.
He collect the money.
Yeah, so
He don't distribute it out. He just collect it.
Y'all hear about the J-Lo stuff?
What about the J-Lo stuff?
Like she was just as bad as him when they were together. And
I wouldn't be surprised.
She was like second in command, and before her was Mary J. Blige was before her. She had her role. She was like
I would not be
basically the
surprised.
female versions of him. Yeah. I already know what she is, what J-Lo is. I think so. I was.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't. J-Lo looked like she would just want to run shit, and I think that's probably why
I'm of the mind she done sacrificed Selena to get where she.
Woo.
I guess the sacrifice is wearing off because they eating her up now.
Time's up, yo. You can't sell your soul for there's a limit to how long you get to enjoy yourself here after you sell your soul. Time's running out. I don't know if anybody's seen Supernatural, but when that time starts, counting down, things get scary, and that's what happens. They'll panic. It's fun to watch.
I don't know why the first thing to pop up was that movie with Brendan Fraser when he sold his soul to the devil, but it's
Bedazzled?
Yeah, I think that was Bedazzled.
Yeah, I love that movie.
It's a good movie. It was funny too.
Yeah.
But
All for One Girl.
Oh yeah. I gotta watch that shit. You got anything to say? Because we in our final thoughts. So you got anything to say before we sign off?
Y'all already did the final thoughts, or you about to do that?
I haven't done mine, but everybody else did theirs.
Well, if you want to know more about the stuff, what I know about tomorrow, it's all on my Instagram. But my final thought, I'll make it. Okay. I knew something was wrong. These are notes like that. I write down notes when certain things happen, things that come to mind before I get back. So sometimes they're worthy of being on the show. I've been continuing, so I have a backlog. But this is short. I knew something was wrong when it became about where they shot him instead of the fact that he got shot. You know, because it all became about, when it happened, people were either talking shit or like trying to figure out where he got shot and stuff like that. I'm like, hold on. I don't care where you stand on who's running. This is shocking. Like, I've never experienced this. Like, usually you hear about it, usually some senator and stuff like that, some, like that, like when they're playing baseball and stuff like that. At this level, this is big news. Like, this is something that thinking about an assassination, I'm thinking, like, reels from when we were kids watching, like, old stuff on History Channel. I'm not seeing this in real life, and I would think that a lot of people were of that mindset, but because the hate is so strong and the legacy media has done, like, a damn good job, props to them, like, you bypassed the shock and went straight into scrutinization, and I'm like, how could you? It was just weird, man, because I'm like, I don't care. At this point, a public figure, a president, just got shot. But I'm like, this is crazy. I would think no matter where you are with the guy, you're like, this is insane. This ain't what we're about. This is not, this is old school. This is old history. We're not doing this anymore. Nobody that's running should be afraid of that anymore. But we didn't go there. We didn't have that conversation. We went straight into scrutinization and, like, more fighting and stuff like that. Then we saw what happened. It started, like, more. Like 2 or 3 more attempts. I'm like, this is upside down world, This is not supposed to be normal. And we should not be talking about it as if it is. So, that's what, I'm like, okay. The copper tops are, in full effect. So. And that's my final thought.
All right. My final thoughts. America, leave DDG alone, please. All right. Also, good to hear from you, D Wolf, and also good to hear from you, Crystal. I'm glad y'all was able to make it on here. But leave that boy DDG alone. All right. I think there's something special about that kid, but at the same time, I want people to please just leave that boy. That boy trying his hardest. And I know he said something along the lines of he still wants to have babies with Hallie because he doesn't want multiple baby mamas. And think that's stupid because obviously he doesn't want to make her a wife first before you make her a multiple baby mamas. But also, but please leave that boy alone.
I'm so confused with them. I want them to leave us alone, not us leave them alone. Can they leave us alone?
Well, here's the thing. I know I'm giving I'm giving Hallie a pass because she just had the baby, and I can understand like you having a baby. What is it? Post traumatic. What? Crystal, what is it called? It's like after you had the baby, you just like real worried about
postpartum. You're thinking postpartum.
Thank you. Postpartum. Thank you. I can understand that she's having postpartum.
Hey, you said post traumatic. That was some traumatic shit to have a baby, huh?
That's why I asked. It's postpartum. Thank you.
Wow.
That's why I asked. But yeah, I can understand Hallie because she's having postpartum. And so like her seeing DDG bring the baby on casting that stream, I can see why she flipped out. But and then him just be like, yo, I felt sorry for him, but at the same time, I know he was in good hands because he looked like he'd take care of his baby. But at the same time, it's just like I just want, as far as DDG goes, I want you to please get it together. I can understand you love Hallie, you would quote unquote Swiss cheese someone's grandma for that, but also like you can't be also just doing other dumb shit and then just expecting people to just like cheer you on. It's like every time you do dumb shit, I just want to like, as an older brother, slap you in the back of the head and says, "Just stop doing that. Just."
I call that the Gibbs slap.
But they keep on putting us in their business. First of all, they didn't want us in their business. Then they put us in their business. Then they don't give us information. Then they get mad when we make a assumption. It's not adding up. Leave us alone. Y'all say y'all didn't want us to see y'all kid, and now y'all mad because y'all don't showed us y'all kid.
I repeat, clout seems to be the theme today.
And then you wrote a statement saying y'all not together, and then you saying you still want babies by her. So I'm confused. Keep us out of it. You didn't explain why y'all broke up, but then all of a sudden you still want kids. So who broke up with who?
Which is
And it's
why.
not giving mutual because why Hallie mad that you want the Kai stream? When that baby be online, he be on screen 24/7 at home with DDG. So
Especially this
I'm
month.
so confused. So leave us out of it. Y'all didn't want us in it, then y'all put us in it, and we trying to stay out of it. Y'all keep on adding us in it.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's why I was like, yo, like, like I said, for Hallie, I give her a pass because the postpartum, that's a real thing.
I ain't giving her no damn pass. She don't
You
earn a
ain't giving
pass.
that,
Hell
not
no,
even cussing.
that whole ain't getting no pass from me. She put us in it. The whole pregnancy, you wanted us out of it. Then all of a sudden, 6 months into your baby being born, you wanted us out of it. Then you posted him up. You used the same tactic Cardi B was using. Baby to sell some videos and sell some this, sell some that. Leave us out of it. So no, she don't get a pass. I don't care if she postpartum. Postpartum, go to sleep.
Damn.
But then you putting us in situations, then you get mad when it's back when people backlashing on you. Like, girl, you put us in it. Leave us alone. When we don't agree with you, then all of a sudden everybody's saying it's postpartum. You know, she just had a baby. Well, she should have just stayed asleep. Don't get on social media and leave us alone. Then nobody wouldn't say nothing. She didn't have to write a statement. Oh, I didn't agree. Girl, you're not in town. What was there for you to agree about? You could have messaged him that shit.
Also, he is the father. So what do you think was going to happen?
Girl, you didn't have to tell me that. You could have messaged that to him. There was no reason for you to make a statement. Oh, I'm not in town. Girl, y'all not together. So what you being in town was that had nothing to do with me. If you don't want that baby, go take it to court. Take it to court. The same way these celebrities do, they take it to court and say they kids can't be filmed. Monkey daddy, like y'all need to go take it to court. Leave us alone. And now I'm not giving her a pass for postpartum. At this point, they both need a pass for postpartum. DDG just broke up, and now he have a little 6 month old in his hands. We ain't giving him a pass. So why
Yeah,
should I give her a pass?
I just yeah. I mean, you right.
Well, her
You right
body
about
look
that.
like she snapped back already. She
She
filming. She back to work.
yeah.
You ain't that postpartum. You back to work.
I think she put out a picture of her in the pool with her ass out too. But I'm
Y'all
like,
give her a pass if y'all want to. That's the problem. Black people always giving people passes. We always sympathetic. Hell no. Fuck that hoe.
that's her first child. I'm sympathetic because that's her first child.
You know
That's her,
what? I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to agree with Material on this because she was the innocent one out of the two. The other one was more risque. How come her ass ain't got no baby, but this one do? Am I being judgmental?
no.
No.
I feel like she was being fast. Let's call it what it is. We all go through it. It's just she ended up with a baby during her height of her career. So I don't know. I get it. I get it. No passive here, because if she was my daughter, I would act the same fucking way.
But if she was my child, she wouldn't have got no pass. This same conversation, she would have heard it a
Y'all
million times
Caribbean.
over. Like, girl, you wanted us out your conversation. You didn't want us to know you was pregnant. You pregnant. Now all of a sudden you want us out your business. Girl, you put us in it a million times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now everybody got word and you want us out of it. Then leave us alone. Stop putting up like her and DDG conversation. There should be no reason.
Well, one's Caribbean, one's Haitian. I don't expect no passes from any of y'all. So that's
No, it's black people do. We give a lot of people some passes. We do. We are
I
very
agree. I agree with
empathetic.
that.
We are very sympathetic. We're all of that at it. We gave Kamala some passes.
Not D Wolf.
I ain't give her a pass. That's why she didn't get my vote.
She ain't get mine either. But
Oh
but
wait, time out. I ain't say that out loud. I ain't say that out loud. I voted Kamala.
Yeah, because we don't want you to have to go silent now on us because you didn't vote for somebody who claims to be black. I'll
I didn't
behave.
say she's black. I think she's Indian.
Not even think it's a not even. She is with a celebrity that I forgot. I think she's from The Office. She was the Indian lady. And
Oh,
Kamala
Mindy.
oh,
Harris,
Yeah, her brother.
Mindy Kaling.
Her
Mindy
brother tried
Kaling.
to get into all black college and
that
clean
one.
black.
That one.
Damn.
Exactly. So there's a video of
Why
her
did they do that, son? That's
rubbing
2 strikes,
elbows.
yo. I'm looking for number 3.
But that lady that's from The Office, right?
Mindy Kaling. Mindy
Looked
Kaling.
at Kamala Harris and said, yeah, you're from the Indian culture. And Kamala Harris did agree that, yes, she is from the Indian culture. And what does she click? What do Indian people usually check off when it says what race you are?
Other.
Oh,
Nope.
okay. So why is it being
Yeah.
checked off for
Made
the,
in
okay.
America, but it used to be Caucasian. I think to this day they still do that.
The fact that even
They're
color plays, I'm not
called
even gonna go
dark
there. It's
white.
okay. I'm out.
I think she
Dark
would have
white.
won if she claimed Indian. She would have won if she claimed Indians.
Hell
That
no.
yo,
No,
I
because
feel
Vivic.
like that would have. She would have got it. She had a better chance if she did.
Nope.
That's some
No,
season right.
no,
She didn't have.
because they shut down Vivek. Yeah, what was his name? Vivek Rashamiki. I said his name all wrong. I butchered his
Oh
name.
yeah, Vivek. Yeah.
Vivek. They said "fuck you."
Yeah.
He tried to run. He said "fuck you." She wasn't. I think that's why she went black. Because you see, I don't know if you remember what they did to Vivek. Vivek tried to run, and they was like, "If you don't sit your Indian ass down somewhere, what the fuck?"
Got a better gig now. Got a better gig now.
But I'm gonna go ahead. But I'm gonna go ahead. That was my final thought because we could go on. Obviously, we could go on for another hour. But I know people got stuff to do.
Okay. Nice.
So again, I would like to thank the panel for jumping on as usual. I would like to thank all y'all for listening to hear us talk our shit again. This is Let Me Just Say podcast, and we signing out. Peace.
Peace.